Shout out to everyone here on the live. Let's do that. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on and sharing the most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You're here with the Crypto Lifer. Thank you guys so much for joining and jumping on in. We're going to get into Bitcoin. We're going to get into the trade of the day. We're going to get into the trade of last night. We're going to show you how the Patreons are killing it and what's happening every single day in the market. Guys, thank you for being here, and thank you for being with the Crypto Lifer. I really appreciate it. More than you would ever know. Hold on a second. Just got to get these levels right for me so I can hear the levels correctly. Make sure everything is pumping, and not dumping. Shout out to everyone here, man. Audio boss, you're too quiet. Still too quiet? This should be loud as all hell. That should be really good right there. Hit the like, say thank you, and let's go. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. How does that audio sound to you, my friend? That should be really nice audio. I'm checking the levels. Levels looks really, really good. Vocals up, please. How are the vocals now? How are the vocals now? I'm wondering if it's taking it from the wrong place. Hold on, let's take a look. Scarlet USB, do. You should lower the music. Vocals are loud. The vocals are very loud right now. Perfect. All right, cool. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right, shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You're here with the Crypto Lifer. We're going to get into the trade right now. I'm getting into BTC up. It's a 3x leverage trade on Bitcoin. It's looking very, very nice. Stochastics pointed to the upside. Lack of bearish momentum. Falling volume with falling price tells me a reversal is coming. Bitcoin up to the upside. I think we're going to get 17%. Another pump for Bitcoin on the way. Is Bitcoin going to 44K? Very, very possible today that it occurs. Again, don't take any of this as financial advice, and do yourself your own due diligence before getting into any single coin or trade. And don't take any of my advice. This is just my own ideas. These are my ideas. After 15 years of dabbling with this stuff, I might have an inkling of what's going to happen. You never know. You never know. I guess not. Someone who's consistent and does this every single day probably has no idea what's going on. Probably should not take any financial advice from a guy that live streams every single day for the last year and a half, hasn't taken a day off of the charts. I have my pulse exactly. I go to bed knowing where Bitcoin is. I wake up knowing where Bitcoin is. I'm eating lunch knowing where Bitcoin is. Bitcoin all day long. So shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Up 17%. I believe this is highly likely to play out. This is my call. This is my trade for the day. Shout out to everyone on the live. Right off the bat, you've just jumped in. I don't waste any of your time. I know that I could pass away tomorrow. I know I could pass away today. There's no guarantee that I will be here, so I'm here for you guys every single day of the week. Appreciate it. There's the guy. We close that gap. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. All right. Could you hit Elgato and turn those lights on for me? Elgato app? The Elgato app, anybody? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Okay, so Bitcoin looking nice. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin up. Let's take a look at the real Bitcoin. That is a derivative 3x leverage coin on Binance trading Bitcoin. So Bitcoin looking beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this thing. I mean, that's a bull pennant if I've ever seen one. One of the bullish pennants I've ever seen. Right? Take high advantage of this move to the upside, Now, I don't condone trading leverage, but, once every couple of months, there's a trade that just looks so good and so sweet, you might as well take some advantage of it. And this is one of those. To me, this is one of those. We had a beautiful pump yesterday, retrace. That retrace was short-lived. Ephemeral is the word, which is short-lived. And it looks like Bitcoin, highly likely to play out. Look at the measured move for BTC. The measured move for Bitcoin. And that's where I get the titles of my videos. They come from TA. The measured move for Bitcoin is $44,000. $44,000 Bitcoin right there. Bam. And you can see that I like to put my money where my mouth is. As you can see, I just put in $7,500 into Bitcoin at 9:44 a.m. I also put in another 14 grand into Bitcoin earlier this month. This is 7:30, but I put it in on June 26th. And you can see I'm down on my alpha trade right now. and I'm up on my LTO trade. So there you go. 300 down on alpha, up 240, but I wait for these trades to play out in fruition. USDT pairs should pump to the upside, all right? Pump to the upside. So I don't win every trade. I almost win every trade. Even if I'm down, I can wait that trade out until it plays out to my advantage. All right, so we'll take a look at alpha. We'll take a look at all the other calls. We'll take a look at front. Last night we got into front, BUSD. Let's take a look at front, BUSD. I gave the call for front in the morning. Why? I liked it. It was sitting in this, what looked like an ascending triangle. It did fall out of the triangle. They tried to stop people out. They were hoping at the bottom of that trend line. They opened it up, but they couldn't take it low enough. People bought it up. Never got to our stop loss, and this thing pumped a beautiful 20% on 2-3 wicks in a row. 1, 2, 3 wicks in a row, hitting 20% in 10 hours last night. This was the call for front. If you were in my Patreon, I actually gave the call, and you know how I gave the call? I said, highly likely this is going to play out. So look at my exclusive calls and charts only. Last night, I'm posting charts. I'm going over a bunch of stuff. I'm like, you know what? I like the way this is looking. I'm building a position here. And I split the screen. I was looking at two different things. It's just funny. Just want to show you the accuracy of the Patreon, right? So last night, TKO is a trade here. Then I said the two calls I feel have the best opportunity are front and LTO, right? And I put them out there, and boy, did front pump to the upside. So 20% gains to front immediately, right? And we add that to the win list. Bam, bam, bam. And there's front 20% in 2 hours. Just in the last few weeks, we nailed a Bitcoin trade yesterday. Absolutely insane. We nailed a Bitcoin trade up 8%, and a BTC up trade was 15%. We called the pump to the upside right yesterday at 8:40 in the morning, and we nailed the pump exactly. We called the CTS trade 20% for CTSI Cartesian, 20% for fun. All right. We got Kava in there going up 29%, Comp up 21%, SNX up 20% in the last week, 12% in 15 hours on Nano, Drep Boom 25%, 30% on Hex in 24 hours. That was about 4 days ago. We had Luna. When Luna did a pop, we were all over it. Coupled there, 30% for Luna, 30% gains for Serum Labs inside of a cup and handle, booming to the upside, 12% in 12 hours on NKN, 26% on SKL, 28% on OPCT. We nailed that, 54% on Unify. We had the LTO twice, even before the first pump. Actually, this is the second pump we nailed it. I'm ready for the third pump we're going for. 48% on Quant in 10 hours. Imagine making 48% of your portfolio in 10 hours, right? Ferrum Network, 40% on a pump right there. 27% for Theta. 52% for FET. Storage, 33%. And all these calls were given prior to the actual move to the upside. We have a time-stamped, nailed it. 35% on LTO, 12% in 15 hours. I mean, 20% gains on Doge, right? 13% in 15 hours on TCT. 7% in 5 hours, 35% on Axie AXS. So, guys, just in the few weeks alone, maybe in 12, 14 days, these are how many calls have been pumping out of the channel every single day. This one we made last night. Every morning we get to come out with another call. So right now, if you want to know the how the market's looking, what's going on, well, it's looking very, very nice for BTC. So right off the bat, we get to start the day with, remember some days we start with indecision. We're not sure what's going on. I'll tell you guys, just a week ago, I said, hey, I'm not making a trade today. One of the first trades in a month. I'm like, you know what? No BTC trade today. I'm just not feeling it, not looking at it. It is what it is. We get to start the beginning of the show right off the bat with a Bitcoin trade right off the bat. So I really like that. That's really sick. Sick business. Shout out to my dancing bear there. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Let me take a look at the live. Haven't taken a chance to look at it. I know my mods are helping me out, holding me down, right? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in, sharing your most precious asset with me, guys, and that is your time. Bait car, strike cops though. That's funny. They bait it, knowing the cops are gonna come and get them, and then they play with them. I think the cops should start smartening up a little bit. That's funny. I'm just looking at that. Anyway, it is what it is. Shout out to all the police officers in there, though. I have family members that are police, people that they risk their lives out here, man, every single day, and they get a bad rap because of all the nonsense going on. So shout out to all my friends that are police officers, people that are out there doing their job. I know you guys care and keep us safe every single day, so I appreciate it. Let me shrink this down here. Looking fresh. Thank you very much. How was your mom today? I hope she is fine. My mom's doing very, very good. USD to the moon. Yeah. 88 watchers, 88 likes. Let's go. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. I appreciate you guys more than you would ever know. Expect an insane crypto market pump if this happens. Yep, I'm in there. 92 people watching. Word. I just want to check on the health of the stream, make sure it's looking right, make sure everyone's connecting, make sure it's flowing. I can't play it because I don't want to take away from the stream, but I'll just check on it every once in a while. 42 likes, 92 people watching. Come on, man. Maybe that's not the case. Someone said 88, but whatever. Let's get the likes up to the watchers, please. It would be greatly appreciated for the dude. I am the dude. Help out the dude. Okay. Much love for our police officers, for real, man. Shout out to everyone out there, man. Can I quit my job and work for you? If not, please take a look at Silo Project. Yeah, I mean, what do you want to do for me, man? Get on that Patreon. I need a bot to just track all the calls on the Lifer exclusive. There you go. People, if you haven't joined the Patreon, you are missing out, people. The only way to describe it is priceless and completely undervalued. Get in now before it goes to the moon. What's up, Lifers? Let's get the likes up to the watchers. What's your take on ETH? ETH looking pretty good. Shout out to Chris Buckland. Shout out to Rodney Robinson. Shout out to Will Rojo. Shout out to everyone in the spot. Luna going up in the last week, 34%. Voyager up 88%. EGLD up 38%. Atom 16%. Neo, Sol, Link, Rune, Dot, Ravencoin booming. BTT booming. Comp, Aave, Quant, STX Theta. Altcoin's got to make a move soon after it's down. ICP, I stayed away from that. AVAX pumping up 10%. FTT up. Flow. And you can see there's a movement here. GRT. Everything looking pretty healthy on the call here. I like me some cake, just saying. I do too. I like me cake. Every day I become a better trader because of you and your Patreon, brother. Shout out to Madden Fan. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate each and every one of you. Send in some super chats. Let's get it going. Someone asked a super chat about Silo. Let's get it going. It's going to be Super Chat Friday, guys. I'm going to be super attentive to the super chats. Let's see how many super chats we can go through in a half an hour period, guys. Send it in. Send it in. Send it in. Everything, all these USDT pairs are going to be following BTC. That's what I'm seeing right now. So let me take a big chug of water out of the Crypto Lifer jar. Let's get it moving. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. It is a beautiful day. Look out the skylight right now. It is a beautiful, beautiful day out in that skylight. Got a skylight coming down right on me. Beautiful place to live stream. Really, really excited. Thank you, Lord, for the awesome day that you have provided for us. Thank you for waking me up. I did not die in my sleep. What an amazing day. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. So Silo looking really, really nice. About to pop up out of this. This is a beautiful double bottom bouncing off the 200-day moving average. Looking very nice. 1 hour is extended, but I can see some movement out of this. So yes, Silo looking very, very nice. Possible call for Silo here. Let's see how much we can get on a scalp. And in a bigger time frame, I'm in Silo for the long haul. I'll tell you that right now. I've got a position that I'm holding for a long, long time. Shout out to all my peoples. If you didn't see the screen share last night, I recorded the screen share, put a link up to it. Make sure you watch the screen share every week. We do a weekly screen share with the Patreons, guys. Intimate, close screen share. We go over analysis, statistics. We even do token metrics. We go over through token metrics, which is $1,000 for the year. It's $89.99 a month, $80 a month. So on top of your $99 subscription, we also give you an $89 a month, basically a plan to token metrics. Silo looking really nice, going up 10%, risking 3. To me, I would go a little lower on that stop loss. Maybe even below this at 4%. And then you have a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio. It's not the best, but it is a bit of a cup and handle right there forming. That is a cup and handle for sure, without a doubt. Okay? And I can see it breaking up to the upside, and I see that the stochastics are pushing to the up. 004 Silo USDT. Bearish momentum rejected. Bearish momentum. Highly likely we're going to flip over to a bullish momentum here on the MACD. Where do you see ACH going? Thank you. Thank you. I woke up this morning, I said thank you for my legs, and went to the bathroom. For us, Brazil, $99 monthly is too much. It's $500. It's almost half minimum wage. Damn. That's sad, yo. I did not know that. Maybe we have to do like a, email my wife, cryptolifers@gmail. Explain your story. Let us know where you're at. And, we try to help out. Every month we try to help. We do a charity case, a couple charity cases. If I find someone is out of jail, someone's in the middle of just their life is in complete turmoil, we do something. So email cryptolifers@gmail. Let us know your Brazilian issue. And we'll try to work something. We'll try to work something out. We're not trying to price gouge anybody. And we understand if that's half minimum wage where you're at, we'll look into that. Half minimum. Wait. What do you mean half? Well, I didn't read that right, but it's almost help. It's almost help minimum wage. I don't know what he's saying. Half wouldn't make sense too, because that would be a lot of money. Damn, minimum wage would be really a lot. Are you bullish on Phantom? Extremely bullish on Phantom. Grateful for that. Thank you. Yeah, Stack Cake. This guy's stuck on that Stack Cake. Let's take a look at Stack Cake. Every day we'll take a look at it. See what's going on with Stack Cake. I'm in a big mood, guys. I get in these moods where I want to do only super chats for a while. I'm in that mood. You should take advantage of it. Let's pump through the super chats. Let's get some good ideas going. We got through Silo so far, so good. And you want ACH. We'll take a look at ACH. It's Friday, man. Friday, my favorite day to be alive, man. I love Fridays so much. I just didn't know which Stack Cake it was. That was the issue, man. There's like a bunch of fake ones now. I believe it was this one. It was at 600,000. Wouldn't it make sense that it would be that small? This thing dumped to the downside, man. Why do you keep bringing this up? Yeah, don't bring this thing up again, man. This thing is trash. Don't bring this trash up again on the stream. Seriously, this thing is garbage. I'm moving on, man. This thing is complete garbage, bro. You and your whole Stack Cake team can take that and bing! Sorry, I don't mean to offend you, but you know it's garbage. And stop pushing your garbage on the channel, man. Silo USDT going up 10%, right? 4% stop loss. I like this, man. I like this trade. But I just don't like the stop loss and the risk-reward ratio. They're just not that great to me. They're not that great. It's not the best positional strength. I believe the trade's going to go well. If you want a dollar cost average in and watch this trade continue to the upside, yes. You know? I have it in this giant cup and handle. Look at it. It's highly likely to eventually play out to the upside. You see that? And it is bottoming out here. So Silo does want to break up to the upside. But, you know, that daily is getting overbought, too. It's just like, some momentum. I don't know. It's just not my trade of the day. I appreciate you bringing it up, but I think there's better out there. I think there's better out there for positional strength. I think there's better out there for risk-reward ratio. I think there's just some better trades out there. But I do like Silo. I don't want to, like, hate on Silo. I do like it. Let's take a look at Rev. I gave a call to hit it at 26. I think it did hit my target. I believe it did hit my target on an insane wick. That's why I tell everyone, stay in the chart until it hits the goal. So let's take a look at this on the 1 hour time frame. So I was in this cup and handle. I said it would get all the way to 26. That was the initial trade. That trade went exactly to plan. Rev did hit 26 to the dot. It hit it. It hit my exact target. Look at this, 26. Had you taken the call for Rev? I gave you the call a while back. Let me show you the call for Rev. Another call that boomed up to the upside. I'm going to have to recreate this one because I was changing it up, and I don't think I took a screenshot. But let's take a look at REVV, Rev breaking out, Rev USD, Rev smaller trade. Watch Rev flagging. KuCoin Rev. Watch Rev. Look how much I go on about Rev. Like, it's like I don't want you to miss this stuff, man. 727. I give you the cup and handle, right? And I say, you know, this thing's probably going up to 26. I gave you the whole idea right here. Play out, right? And now we look at it. The idea was to get in right around there. Stop loss just needed to be back inside that pattern, like so. And then we would get all the way up to 26. Look at that. It took about a week, 50% in 1 week for Rev. So, I mean, another call. And that's why you put limit orders, man, because you would have caught that wick up there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. $50 in a week on Rev, man. Another trophy we get to add to the list, baby. And I just keep collecting these calls. So I wasn't doing this for a long time. I wasn't collecting my calls. And I was making so many. And I was like, dude, I got to start keeping a whole organizational list of every single call that I make because it's too much gold out here, baby. Too much gold. Shout out to the $2 Super Chat, $1.99 in Super Chat, $10 CLM USDT. Thank you very much. Let's take a look at ACH, whatever that is, ACH USDT. Also, people saying they weren't getting mine on Coinbase. Let's take a look at this. I don't even know what this is. I never even heard about it. Wow, this thing is booming to the upside. I wish I had known about it. ACH. What is this? I don't even know. Went on a parabolic move. Man. 2 cents all the way to 10. It did a 5x. It did a 5x since today or yesterday. Damn, it did a 5x. And how come we didn't know about this, man? What is this thing? ACH on Coinbase. Let's take a look. Let's do a little bit of a deep dive. Let's find out what the heck we're dealing with here. What is this thing? It is on CoinMarketCap, possibly. Nope, not CoinCal. Let's take a look at ACH. What is it? 68 cents for a basic attention token. As that keeps pumping to the upside, I have a huge bag of that. I got in at 20 cents. I'm up 3x on that, and I put a pretty penny in there. So yes, basic attention token doing some big things for the big guy. I love it, man. I love it. Shout out to basic attention token. Appreciate you guys. Keep moving. Also, this Alchemy Pay, ACH. So you guys, I think someone did mention Alchemy Pay. Damn, man. They did put it on my radar recently, up 172%, all the way up to 9. Alchemy Pay booming. Look at that thing. Man, I wish we had got our teeth in that. I always wish someone had brought the call up yesterday. Someone brought the call up yesterday, even 8 hours ago. Had I seen this, I would have maybe put it in this pennant and said, I think this is going to highly likely to break up to the upside. Bouncing off new, previous support. You see this wick. It wicked right there, came back for support, boom, and is gone. Now it's probably going to retrace, find some, positional strength either back there or probably comes back down to the support region. But ACH looking pretty crazy, man. I wish we had got our hands on it. I'll have to let it kind of do something. You got to go to a smaller time frame to see what's going on, like the 5-minute, 4-minute. It is starting to flag out. It could show some more signs of an upside right now as it's bouncing off the 200, off the 21-day moving average. It's quite interesting. Funny, someone said today, like I got this call, he said, I feel like I'm watching crypto baseball and you're the announcer. Really, really funny. Like, it's going back to the wall. Bitcoin's going back. It's going back. It's a grand slam for Bitcoin. And they're rounding the bases. Funny. I feel that way a lot. I do feel that way. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. How's that music? Could the music be a little louder? Are you guys excited? Is it pumping just good enough for you? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in, sharing your most precious asset with me, guys, and that is your time. Shout out to 150 people watching, 64 likes, guys. I need the likes so bad for my family. I need it for my wife and kid, like not even for me, for my wife and kid. The more likes, the more people see the Patreon, the more people I get to give calls to, and the more love I get to spread. It really helps out my wife and kid. So if you could do it for my wife and kid, please do it for me. I'm begging for my children and my wife, man, literally, because I'm out here every day. The like buttons just help my family, literally. If you want to help, if you feel like you got a good call for me, if you think things are going your way, send in a like button. It would be really, really nice. It would be the easiest, fastest way you could help my family, man. Calling the play-by-play, the track. This track is my joint, though. Not good enough. Pump. It's a rounded Adam and Eve double bottom. Perfect. Anko. I don't know. Guys, whenever you say something like it's a rounded Adam and Eve, you got to put you actually put what you're talking about. Because I have no idea what you're talking about. Trying to track you through this is hard. All right. Satch, let's go. ACH, Shopify, Gemini, Binance Partner. Oh, it is. Okay, ACH, Alchemy Shop. Interesting. Can we look at Dash Bro? Send in a super chat, please. Send in a super chat for me to look over what you want. CLV, USDT from Scott Lee. Let's take a look at CLV. What else we got here? Where do you see ACH going? Honestly, that's like I don't know. It just came out. There's no way of telling where it's going to go. I mean, the measured move right now has to hit about 12-13, and then it's going to have to take a retrace back to this point position, and then I'll be able to tell you where it's going. I need more market structure to be able to position my predictions, because if I don't have a good pattern, then I can't give you the measured move of the pattern, right? So I need the measured move of the pattern to position ourselves up to the next level. With no measured move, we just don't have it. Okay. Let's take a look at CLV for Scott Lee. Thank you for bringing it up, Scott. I've been looking at CLV recently. You put it on my radar. Let's take a look at CLV. There's a couple reasons why I was hesitant to take the trade. Let's take a look. Okay. Yeah, it was just, it's forming. It's in a beautiful cup and handle here. Look at this. Let's get off the 5-minute, though, shall we? The 1 hour. Let's take a look at the 1 hour for CLV right off the bat. Okay, so that's a cup and handle for sure. It's definitely at the end of its leg, too. All right. Cannot hear you, my love. That's definitely a cup and handle right there. CLV running out of room, but the 1 hour needs to come back down. It's got to come back down here and test one last time. That's what it's telling me. I've seen this way too many times. 1 hour pointing to the downside as well. I do not get into trades when the 1 hour is pointing down. Just not a smart idea. It could double top. Anything could happen, but for the most part, I just wait, you know? So I think this is going to come down one more time. That's going to be your entry. Maybe in about 4 or 5 hours, it's going to make its way down, and then boom. Around $1, 102, something like that. Where do I see it at? Yeah, $1, 101, somewhere in this region for CLV. And then I believe CLV is going to pump to the upside. I want to look at what the 4 hour looks like. 4 hours also, yeah, and interesting. It's so new that it's just really finding its bottom. One could also say, look, shoulder, head, possibly another shoulder there. It could be making a kind of a squiggly shoulder. This thing does want to break back up to the upside. I also don't catch falling knives. For instance, what I mean is this just keeps going. Like, who's to say this won't keep going down? End up down here, right? There's no market structure for it exactly. Like, there's no like, oh, bouncing and support. There you got there right there. So does it come down and double bottom? You know? So it looks great. And yes, it could really bottom and do some serious damage, but it just doesn't have structural support that I look for personally, you know? And I could miss out on something that could pump. If I were going to play it, it would come down here and then I'd get it to the upside. Let's see what you can get out of it if you play it correctly. You're going to skill it from the middle of that low all the way to the high here and then move it up to the upside. So here we would long right here. Wow, 28% gains, not too bad. The idea is like stop loss has to be at this low at 10%, 9%. That's it. And it might even wick down there. You don't have a lot of support for your stop loss. You don't have a lot of moving averages in the way. It's a bit of a sketchy play at the moment. I'd like to see it maybe get back above $1, $1.15. I want to see previous support and resistance lines start making sense. I want to see it start forming trend. Right now, it's still in a downtrend technically, right? Until it makes this higher high above 120. I don't know. I can see the vulnerability of how you can get really hurt in this trade, and I like to protect myself. So I make sure that there's more protection in the trade. Right now, I don't get the protection in the trade that I'm normally looking for. Okay. CLV. Okay, are you from USA or Canada? I'm from the USA. I sound like I'm Canadian? No way, man. Hell yeah, still bullish on Phantom. Just getting started. Oh yeah, all day long. Marvel drops Spidey on VV later today. Yeah, it's a big deal. Amazing Sam, you're a different boss. You don't hold knowledge, but share it among willing ones. Unlike what we find out here. May your bag be filled with goodness. Yes, it will be. And honestly, because I give away so much, I know my power and I know how good I am, and I know, it fills me with positive energy. That positive energy I carry with me for the rest of my life, and no one can take it away from me. Thanks for the tip of the poly punks, Lifer. I bought some. I accidentally bought poly punks instead of polygon punks. But hey, what's the difference? I don't know. There is a big difference though. Be careful. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know what you bought. Make sure you bought punks on the polygon. I don't know what poly. Anyway, that gets crazy. What about STMX? Let's take a look at STMX. Guys, send in a super chat, please, even if it's $1. It doesn't have to be a lot. It's part of the participation. It's not about me getting money. It's about the participation. All right? It makes you feel good, too. Let's look at total and total, too. It's easier for me to see what's going on. So much chatting going in there, and then I can see, okay, there's a super chat. There's a super chat. Okay, total, too. Let's take a look at total. I also have 15 years of knowledge that you get out of the super chat. So it's kind of like, you're paying for something amazing. Okay, so this is what's happening. You can see that I gave you a call here. There was a cup and handle on total, which is the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. I see total going up big. And when total goes up big, everyone's bag all boats get raised by the water. When this moves up, everyone should be moving up to the upside. This actually even has a higher target. This says we're going to $2.1 trillion, back to where we were before, not too long from now. Total is suggesting that we go back up. Even in the short term, we have some support at 1.69 and 1.7 trillion. Look for a pullback at $1.76 trillion. That's going to be a level that I think we're going to have a little bit of a pullback from, like right here and right there on these levels. But this is total, man. This is the entire market cap of cryptocurrency. It's at $1.6 trillion. Let's see the levels that it's holding on the daily time frame. Shall we? All right. I'll delete all my work and we'll start from scratch so it's nice and neat, nice and clean. Shout out to everyone that's throwing some tips in my tip jar. Appreciate you guys more than you would ever know. Let me get a sip of that tip jar. Oh, there it is. Everything all over the place. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Okay, so total. Did a beautiful double bottom bounce here. Falling wedge bounce, right? We can see that the 21 days crossing the 200. That's a golden cross. If not, you know, eventually the 50 will cross that. We are getting high on the daily. Daily's telling us that we do have to come back down. So I'd like to get one more push to the upside. One more big push with this Bitcoin push up today. Let's go to one. I mean, it's kind of crazy because you only have two levels. Two serious levels to watch out for, really. That's kind of coupled with that. So we want to break 1.74 trillion and get to about 1.8 trillion. If it does that, it will retrace back to 1.75, and then we could get a move up to the upside. So I'd like to see us boom past 1.7 trill today with this move with Bitcoin. Everything looking pretty good on the 1 hour too. 1 hour suggests that for the rest of the day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, we should see some beautiful movement to the upside. You can also see the same pennant that you see on Bitcoin. You notice the similarities. That's why you go total too. It's going to tell you where we're going. So short term, you can see the measured move right now out of this bullish pennant. And that's why I do this. If the stochastics reset and we go sideways, highly likely it's brewing. It's brewing. What is brewing? Brewing is when you're beginning to draw in the energy. You're beginning to create the energy. It's brewing. The energy is brewing to pump to the upside. 135 people watching, 80, 90 likes. Can we get the likes past 100, please? If you're watching on your TV, just get off the couch, please. Hit that button. If you're driving, pull over. Undo the chat and hit the like button. I really need it. It's that important. The like button, I cannot survive without it. I hate that I have to say it. I wish I didn't even care about it. I wouldn't. It's not a popularity contest, and I don't care. It's a way for the algorithms to find out how to pump me even harder. I'd really, really appreciate it if you could pump that algorithm for me. If not for me, for my wife and kids. I say that all the time. If not for me, for my wife and kid. They support me. My wife does not work. I support my entire family with my hustle. And my wife takes care of my children, and that's the plan here. So look at this. I can see total going all the way up. 1.76 trillion. I'm stuck on this 1.76 trillion. I believe we're going to have a pullback when we hit $1.76 trillion. Right? It's crazy how I lose watchers when I ask for a like. It's so strange when I give free trades every single day. Okay, how's Mina going to roll? Okay, I love it. I love it. Finally got my super chat card. Link, sir, please. Let's take a look at Link from Jesse B. Thank you so much for the super chat from Jesse B. Let's take a look at Link. I mean, everything on the USDT pair should have that same flag Bitcoin's in. They should all be kind of in somewhat of a flag, some situation of a flag, some look flag-like action. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Let's look at the bigger time frame right now for Link. Link back to 23. I couldn't believe they pumped Link all the way back down here, and it went back to 13. I mean, come on. They beat Link up, man. They really treat Link like a... And look at this. This is just basically a giant cup and handle. Look at this. Just giant consolidation. I pulled the Fibonacci on this. It came back all the way to the 706 retracement, even to this, 78% retracement, which is beautiful. Double bottom there again. So you can see that in the big scheme of things are looking pretty good. If we go to the weekly time frame, this is where you want to buy Link. Last time you bought Link, it went on a tear. The weekly's telling us that we're about to have another huge run. Shout out to Richard Hart, who maybe doesn't know technical analysis because he's been claiming we're going to 10K. He's either doing that for hype, he's doing that for some type of controversy. I don't know. He's claimed he's hit it every other time, 10K. Is 10K Bitcoin going to come? I would never want to see that. It's very possible. Anything is possible. I don't want to tell you no, guaranteed, but I take it one day at a time, man. I don't make those predictions like that. You make predictions like that and you wait for 10K, you may never see it. You may wait with your wallet in your hands for the rest of your life and miss out on one of the biggest gains you've ever seen. So, fractal magic, right? You can see, look, that was a fractal, did the same thing. Bam. Just consolidating before it booms up to the upside yet again. So, what do I see happening for Link? Let's take a look. I mean, it's bouncing off. Look at previous resistance, taking a bounce there. I have another resistance line. It's just getting above at 22.30. I drew these lines prior to. I took them from the left side. That's what I do. Right when I get into a trade, I do my support and resistance lines. They come into play later on. Like right now, look, we got a line right here to make and a line right there as well. Okay. Link USDT. Let's take a look at Link. I think it just continues in the shape until it breaks up to the upside. I mean, it's an ascending triangle, bull pennant, so to speak. And it's got a nice target. Let's take a look at the target for Link on this 1 hour. Is Link about to do some damage? That's what we're talking about here. Bottom of the pattern, my favorite place, right? Slight divergence, not really, a little bit of hidden. Link going up to 29, right, from where we're at. Stop loss below this high. I mean, there's your trade right there. 8% stop loss, 28% gains, 3.38 risk to reward ratio for Link. I like Link right here. I'm going to put the call up for the Patreons for the Link call. Thank you so much for the super chat, Jesse B. And we're going to keep moving through these super chats. Guys, keep the super chats coming. There should be a super chat waiting when I end this every single time so we can all have fun and go through all the newest, coolest stuff. Okay. Patience is key all the time, man. All the time. Every single time. Patience is key, man. And this trade, you can make this trade on Binance, on Coinbase, any exchange. This is Link, baby. Highly likely to play up to the upside. Yeah, I don't want Patrons missing calls that are just like golden. There's golden. Every once in a while, there's a golden call. Again, don't do anything I do in this channel. None of this is financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any trade. Here's my Qtum call. Open the trade right here. It's continuing to the upside. Has not hit its target yet. Qtum continuing, about to do 18%. Had you taken the call for Qtum, you'd be up nicely right now. I gave this to the patrons. There's free calls every single day in the Patreon. Not free, I mean, there's calls. I do get free calls here too, though. But there's way more calls and way more help and way more analysis and just so much of a better community for you to grind on. Like 12% on Qtum, right? It only took about, it took about 10, 12 hours. But I see it going all the way to the target, 18% gains for Qtum. Okay, let's get back to the chat. I skipped around a little bit. Let's read into the chat here. Send in a super chat with the fold cards and earn sats. Sup, son? While he earns sats sending in super chats, gets paid back. It's gone all the way up the Apple and Pears. NFT Art Finance and Spore Finance. Oh, come on, man. They're horrible. NFT Art is a piece of garbage. I'll tell you that right now to your face. Not listed yet. This is ACH. Lifer and Binance Coin. Okay. So what's up? These past 2 days have been best. Hope the MA is doing well. Hope the Ma is doing well. How does she like the flowers? She loves it, man. Aren't ascending a triangle a bearish? In chart of BTC, everything is oversold. No, it's not. Not on the 1 hour. What are you talking about, man? Wrong. Everything is oversold. Yeah, oversold isn't bearish. Flash key, man, you need some help. Overbought. All right, yeah. Wasting my time. Thanks for the tip of the Polka Punks, Lifer. I bought some accidentally. You probably bought the wrong ones. How's Mina going? Let's take a look at Mina Protocol for the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat from Tori McFarland. Appreciate you, my Irish brother. Let's take a look at Mina. Mina USDT on OKX, Kraken. We'll look at it on Kraken. Yeah, OKX is the only place I can really find it. And look, there's a call for Mina booming up to the upside. Oh, look at this. I just didn't pull it out. What was I doing, man? That was a call I made and just didn't give out. But there's a call that played out to the upside for Mina. Boomed up 26% for Mina. I made a video for Mina before this even happened. Watch my Mina video. I explained to you why Mina's hot. It's a shame. I have 11,000 people, but people don't want to get the knowledge, man. So much knowledge on the channel. I broke down why Mina's hot. I broke down what Mina does. Everything about Mina Protocol in a nutshell, really in a 12-minute video. I give you the skinny on why Mina's going to be hot and probably continue to the upside. You want to buy into these ideas because they pump. They pump. They pump. They pump. All right? And here's my video on Mina Protocol right here. 686 views. Come on, really? 11,000 people? I can only get 700 views. I'm not worried about it. I know eventually over time this will play out, but come on, man. There's so much. It's the knowledge. It's not even about me. Forget me and my views. Who gives a damn? There's just so much knowledge in here, man, to help you make some good gains and make you some good money. So just something to think about on the channel, right? Sorry, every once in a while the music gives you a little bit of an issue here. I love this track too when it's playing games. Let's move on out of it. Let's see if it just kind of clears out. So Mina doing its thing and continuing past my target to the upside. Let's take a look at Mina now. And we're talking about getting in Mina at 122. You've been up 100% already. 100% on my call, man. Unbelievable. Right? Getting into Mina at 0 space. That's right. That's right. You can download this blockchain. Yeah, Mina, dude. The lightest blockchain in the world. Get into Mina Protocol, guys. It'll change the way you look at it. Mina. Smallest blockchain in the world. Size of a tweet. Size of a tweet. And Mina was ready to rock last night. Look at that. Bam, breaking on out. That's a breakout. Cup and handle breakout. Look, it's in a giant cup. Look at the cup. It's huge. Look at that cup for Mina, dude. What do you think is going to happen to Mina Protocol? I think it's going to make it all the way back to its all-time highs and more for Mina. You can't live in fear. If you see something, oh, it went up. Oh, I should have been in it. If that's a thought. I had a quick thought and I said, why do you make those thoughts? The thoughts have to be positive. I'd say, you know what? I'll find another Mina, or I'll get when Mina pulls back, or Mina's going to pump. Now, I would have already given the call at the bottom of the triangle here. Now it's a little hot. I don't like to give them when it's kind of running out. We'll wait for a retest now, or continuously to break out and then retest back down here. Then you go to a smaller time frame and you look for a flag, something of that nature. You know, this would come up, flag out. Once this flag's out, we'll look at it, resets, and then Mina will be good to go. I do think it's going to start breaking out and continue into the upside. You just have to find your position. It's about not getting stopped out. It's not about knowing the trade will go up. We know the trade, highly likely the trade's going to go up. How to get in. You could just say, okay, I'll just go in with no stop loss. Okay, that's it. Sometimes I do that. I lower my position size. Like for me, I could risk $1,000, right? So if I put 10K in, a 10% stop loss is viable for me. Or I could just put $1,000 in the trade and walk away that way. And then, you know, and sometimes you might end up making more off 1,000 than 10K. You never know depending on how the move plays out. All right, but there's 53% gains from Mina Protocol. Just look for your entry. You got to find, you know, and that's what I teach you guys in my Patreon. If you don't know what I just said, if you don't know how to find a retest, if you don't know how to look for a flag in a smaller time frame to get back into a bigger pump, then get a tutoring session with me. I just tutored someone earlier this morning. We had a wonderful session. Look what he said about the session. Look what this man said about the session right after he took the session. Thanks for your fantastic amount of knowledge from years of hard work. Just fruitfully given. I would recommend anybody thinking about a private tutoring, tuitioning him, to stop thinking and act straight away. Been following for 3 months. Should have done it sooner. We'll be doing it again on my journey to happiness. Shout out to you, my man. Shout out to my dude. Appreciate you, Matt. Thank you very much for writing that. Those things really, really help, man. They changed my life. I love this, man. I feel so sick about the front call. I love this, man. I like people talking. Look, I feel so sick about the front call. I feel so sick about the front call. I was about to take it this morning, but just before I left, I went down before my wedge and started to doubt and went for another trade. I hate it when that happens. Patience is key. Yeah, I should trust more on the calls. I don't trade on my mobile, so I make trades before I go to work. Didn't work out the best today. Better next time. Every time I doubt the lifer, I'm doubting someone more experienced than me. I'm stubborn, aren't we all? It's funny, man. Yeah. You know, there's a reason why I'm putting out the call. There's a reason why I say I think this one's highly likely to play out. I've seen it many times. I've seen it more than you guys. Unless you've traded for 10 years, there's no way you've seen what I've seen. Like, it's just impossible, right? So, like, I get to fall back on my years of doing it. That's the plus that I get, right? Shout out to Rowdy Robinson. Shout out to all the super chats. Shout out to all the love, man. Okay, let's go. All right. If Richard Hart has a few billion to pay the market makers, would be the only way. Weird. I've been sending super chats and they don't go through. Damn, man. I got charged 3 times, though. That's why. Well, just ask me what you want, man. ETH breaking out on the 15-minute. W padding, forming the 50 MA clean bounce off the pivot. Entering a retest of the breakout. What happened to your short, bro? Where's your short at? Now he's a bull. How likely is the phantom listing on Coinbase? Highly likely. Highly likely. Isn't it already on? I thought it was already there. I can't even get the super chats to work. You know, they're probably blocking me, for all you know. You know what I'm saying? Fake out. Back to the bottom of the channel. I don't consider art garbage. I consider NFT art finance garbage because it's trying to use art, which isn't garbage. It's a beautiful thing. It's trying to use it for a greedy way to sell a crap coin. Taking advantage of our love for art, in my opinion. So don't go and try to use art. You know what I'm saying? It's how they're using it. They're not doing it properly. Minas Tech is super efficient. Yeah. Do you think VeChain will reach the all-time highs it reached over April before the crypto crash? You're a great giver. Thank you to Mark Saunders. Head and Shoulders on link on the 1 hour time frame. JC Khan. No. These are ridiculous. I love these guys, man. Let's see what he's saying. You could say, yeah, shoulder, head, and shoulder, but honestly, it was also a shoulder, head, and shoulder here, negated. You got to go with the stochastics, and you got to go with the trend line that's forming. Yeah. You could be correct if this trend line breaks. These wicks to the upside, I don't usually see a wick to the upside on the right shoulder. Usually it's a dump. But anything is possible. Anything is possible. Tess, thanks for the positive vibes, my man. Anytime, man. Shout out to Jason Malik for the test. Thank you for everything you do. I'm so glad I found your channel some love. Could you look at ERG USDT, please? And thank you. Yeah, Ergo just keeps moving, man. Just keeps moving. Alchemy Pay PT. Yeah, no, Alchemy just keeps booming. Up 5x in 2 days. 5x in 2 days, man. Funny you said that I just created my own art last night. Shout out to Savage Trade. Shout out to everyone up there, man. KSM about to pump. Looks nice. We'll take a look at Kusama. Thank you for bringing that up. Just joined the Patreon. Looking forward to the journey. Shout out to Mark Sanders. Head and Shoulders on link on the 1 hour. It's possible. It's possible. You're a great giver. Means Tech is super efficient. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. How likely is Phantom? Are you still in Near? Let's take a look at Near. Near is about to tear faces off. I'm telling you right now. Only a matter of time till Near booms to the upside. Look at this, forming a pennant now off. I'm telling you, when something breaks out, it's a giant cup and handle too. And it's going to keep forming the cup and handle till it makes it up to the upside. It's just a quick trade for Near, but I think Near is getting all the way up here. Look at my target for Near. It's huge. It's a big cup and handle. Let's go to the daily time frame to see the target for Near. As the sun shines in my eyes, what a beautiful day to be alive, man. Thank you guys for coming on into the live stream. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, guys, and that is your time. And I can see Near going all the way up 43% to $3.50 from $2.47. That's my idea for Near. All right. So I have a big call, small calls, all sorts of calls. And this thing's just getting started. But look, the daily is high. Daily has to come back down. That's why I think there's going to be a pullback on a lot of these. I want to see where the 4 hour and the 1 hour can take us. And then tonight, I'm expecting a bigger pullback in the whole market. So get ready. We're going to go to maybe 1.7 trillion, 1.74. There's going to be a pullback. Mark my words. We didn't have all this awesome green for the whole week, you know, up and down, but mainly uptrend and overall uptrend to have, you know, and then we're probably going to see some pullback. So I'll be ready for the pullback. I'll give you guys the Bitcoin short at the time. On OpenSea, Savage Creations, you can check it out. It's from the mind. That's pretty cool. I just want to say, light in the absence of eyes illuminates nothing. You are an electron collapsing itself from the probabilistic foam of the 0-point energy. Indris jeweled net, indeed. Appreciate you, man. Lifestyle with a new video. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate you guys. Do I have a new video on Crypto Lifestyle? There's a chance I do. I did put out a video not too long ago on the Crypto Lifestyle. Funny, it's like I should know when my videos come out, right? But I work so hard. I'm doing so many things for different channels. Different things happen at all different times. Just keep pushing forward at the speed of light. Yeah, 149 people watching. Can we get the likes up to the watchers, please? That would be greatly appreciated. This weekend is very important for Bitcoin analysis. How to make money on Twitch. Secrets on how to find love. Beautiful young Julia. Why is Richard Hart saying that? Look at the secrets on how to find love. Look at Richard Hart with a bikini. He's funny, man. This guy's ridiculous. I'm going to pump ETH today. Lifestyle with a new video. Yeah, follow me. Check me out at The Crypto Lifestyle. I'm there once a week at The Crypto Lifestyle. I have a video coming out once a week there. So check it out. And Bitcoin we trust. There's my last video 6 days ago right there. Uniswap restricts cryptocurrency tokens. Check that out. 1,000 views. Run this video up for me, guys. Let them know that the crypto lifers got peoples, man, pushing these coins, pushing these ideas. All right. Near protocol looking very, very nice. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. The daily is high. Remember that. But I can see the daily retrace after we make a flag too. So you just want to take it one step at a time. And right now, it's highly likely to break out of this. 1 hour's pointing up to the upside. And we're holding position. You want to see, it's all about support and resistance. If you can hold 244, right, then that would be a really good time. So see if it pumps out, comes back down and retraces. The time to get in was low stochastic. So right now, you're in the middle of trades. Now, if you want to get into a trade, you got to go to the 15-minute and find like a scalp trade inside of the 1 hour trade, in my opinion, So the Patreon's got the calls at the exact time when to get into most of the trades. Okay. Synthetics booming up to the upside. We gave a call right here. Look, synthetics. We gave the call yesterday. Maybe the night before, but boom. Synthetics made 9%. Bam. It did it in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. 9% in 10 hours. I like that. I like compounding my money. It's 9.82. I could round up to 10% in 10 hours, but I'll be 100% truthful. 9% in 10 hours. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for the love. Could even got a little higher, right? You could call it 10%. I set an alert down here. When the alert hit, boom, get into the trade. Let it rock. Off to send a tweet to your live stream and like a bunch of your older videos. Best support I can do at the moment. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you, Savage Trades. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you guys very, very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, send a tweet out. Tell everyone I'm on live, man. I really, really appreciate it. Let's take a look at KSM. With their parachains coming, people are pumping. The idea though, if it's already pumping right now, I'm gonna be a little like, we don't put out calls when they're pumping. We put out calls way before they pump, and we start getting acclimated into. We put out calls 2 weeks before they even begin to pump. Oh wow, so KSM's pumping already. Where was the call? The call should have been given. You get what I'm saying? If the call wasn't given, it's over. What are you gonna look at a call right now? This is where you would short it. So you guys are like KSM. This is where you would short KSM. Jay-Z. Dude's on. Like, way late. You're late, dude. You should have given us KSM yesterday during the live and said, guys, I think this is highly likely to break out. See what I'm saying? Like, become a lifer. Lifers give calls before they occur, not when they're pumping. Like, hey, buy this now. Doesn't work like that. Jose Cizo Labrana, my man, please can you take a look at Rune? We'll take a look at Rune. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Much appreciated, man. Thank you for putting your money where your mouth is. Much appreciated. We'll take a look at Rune right away. This was a cup and handle, guys. Everything was in a cup and handle. Almost anything. I even said yesterday, I said, Bitcoin's looking great. Find a USDT pair and get in. I don't care what it is. It's going to pump to the upside. This is Kusama in a cup and handle. This is how cup and handles play. You find the wick. You pull the wick all the way to the price wick. That's going to give you your algorithmic positional move. That's where the algorithms are going to find their sweet spot. And look right there. You would have hit the measured move exactly on a wick. Like exactly. Fine, you made it a little off. We move this down. But my whole point is you're like deadly accurate with the measured moves. From wick to wick, that's how you get it. From that low point in the bowl to the high point. Sometimes the low point's over here, sometimes it's over there. It depends on where it is. Just skill it. Find it and make it work. Right? Looks to be given. The looks given to the camera kill me. Yeah, I'm just amazed, man, at latecomers, man. I love Jay-Z, but that dude's funny to me. Look at Kusama, it's dumping now. Like, I would short this. Like, I would short Kusama right now. Honestly, like, I'm serious. Like, you want to make money? You got tweezer tops up there. Highly likely to break to the downside. Put your stop loss there and just come back down to support. Short this down, right? I wouldn't risk 3% to gain 4, so I wouldn't do it. The short's really not there for me, but yeah. Sup. How's your mom doing? My mom's doing way better. Thank you so much, Tony. Yee! How does it work when you put an alert on the stochastics? Because it has a different value in each time period you select. Yeah, but it hits the time period that you put it on. You should know what you want to do. Like if I'm on the 1 hour, it works on the 1 hour. It doesn't stay on the other time frames. You get it? So look, this is going to know what time frame I put it on. Only once per bar, once per minute, right? Crossing, divs, okay. See, look, see how it says 1 hour? Line on 1 hour. See how it says 1H? It doesn't, that alert does not exist on the other time frames. The alert only exists here in this time frame. Really check the lower time frames and tell me that. Rune, small pullback. I think there's more room up after it. How does it work when you put an alert on the stochastics? I mentioned D-Row at 770 around 5 weeks ago. My man gave us, I think you mentioned it like 2 weeks ago. I don't even think it was 5 weeks ago. I think it was only took 2 weeks for this thing to go up 100%. You gave it to us at seven beans. 7 beans. We could find the timestamp and go back in time. I mean, this thing just, look, shoulder, head, and shoulder. Inverted head and shoulder. Look, this is how you form these ideas. You have a right shoulder. That's a head and shoulder. There's a head and shoulder right there. It broke out. Then you get the measured move of the head and shoulder. The measured move, you draw your neckline. The measured move is the neckline to the head. So you take this neckline all the way down to the head. Look, that's where price started to kind of fumble around and go sideways again until it eventually popped again. Measured moves, baby. Measured moves. Learn your measured moves. They play out over and over and over and over again. Learn your measured moves. Okay. Take a look at what Bitcoin's doing. Let's take a look at Rune from my man for the $20 super chat. Much appreciated. Bitcoin's still very healthy. Highly likely this is going to break out. It's running out of room. Lack of bearish momentum. Pushing up in the stochastics. Highly likely this is going to play up to the upside. Let's take a look at Rune. And that's going to help all the USDT pairs throughout the day. All right. I remember buying D-Row at $6. Woke up one morning to see it almost doubled. Yeah, baby. Did you buy it on the channel or did you find it on your own? Now he's going to claim he found it on his own. Ready? Let's see what he says. Maybe he did find it on its own. You never know. But it would be nice if you gave the channel some love and you'd be like, oh, I found it on the channel. Who in the negative vibe? Get your bit out of here. Motherfuckers, press that dislike button. Guys, you're always going to get someone just getting there. You can't get upset by other people's negative energies. That's what I learned. I can't control who hits the dislike button. Someone could be in a really bad mood and just, they could go through YouTube right now and hit a bunch of dislikes. They could just be like, you know what, I dislike crypto. I'm going to dislike every crypto guy I find. That would not even be personable, had nothing to do with me. You can't care what other people do, man. You really can't. Rune looking very, very nice. Cup and handle ready to rock. It's sitting inside this. Rune looks beautiful. Thank you for putting Rune on our radar. Rune ready to bounce. That's a beautiful call right there. Bottom of the trend line. Aggressive buy. Some could say it's a shoulder, head, and shoulder. Yes. Hopefully that gets negated. We need to come down a little bit more on the 1 hour. But yeah, I mean, maybe it comes down a little lower. The chance this comes down a little bit like something like that, and we fill out to the bottom. But I like this call right here. I like Rune. It is a cup and handle, even though, you know, that is a cup side handle right there, breaking up to the upside. I like what we're seeing here for Rune. It got hacked a bunch of times. Can't get hacked anymore, right? 2 times in a week. Can't get hacked again, right? It's still pumped like a day after the hack. I find crypto so interesting. It got hacked twice. It pumped 28% a week later. It is so funny to me. So we're going to stay above this resistance line here and hope that, you know, we bounce off that resistance. If there's a wick, maybe we hide a little bit below the wick. And that's actually, this is a beautiful trade. Even if you get to this lower time, you still get almost a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio right here. Look, if you go to this lower, so you can hide yourself with a more stable stop and still not risk a lot. I really like this trade for that reason. Trades that give you that type of risk protection are better. See how much better this is than the other trade we talked about? Like the, I can't remember what trade we were looking at, but it looked good. It was in a pennant. Everything was all good. Said it was going to pop, but when you really looked at it, it wasn't perfect. Follow me at Twitter, at CryptoLifer33. I'm going to send this out to the tweet, and you just might get a call right to your twit. Right to your twit. It's so horrible, man. Right to your twit. Right to your, oh, man, I can't even. And everyone thought of the same thing when I said that, right? I don't know. I'm just, when the music stops, you better be sitting on Bitcoin. I like what he just said. Michael Saylor. Shout out to Michael Saylor Follow Michael Saylor when the music stops. I'm going to be giving away a Pudgy Penguin NFT in 2 hours. No way, dude. I want it. I'll be using a random comment picker to select someone off the giveaway tweet. I want it so bad. Shout out to Jacob Canefield coming through, man. He was a mentor of mine, helped me get where I am today. Much appreciated to you, Jacob. Thank you so much. He's like, comment on this tweet. Let's see what he says. He's been killing it, man. He sold a Solana punk for big money. Advanced leverage trading tips. Yeah. To help one of you get started with your first NFT, I'm going to do a giveaway for Pudgy Penguin. Rules: follow me at CryptoLifer, retweet. Follow me at Jacob Canefield, retweet, like, and comment. All right. So you retweet, you like, and you say, yeah. Hope the generator raider picks me. Check it out, guys. Send that in there. You might win a penguin, and he probably, that thing's probably worth money, dude. He doesn't give garbage away. Oh, maybe he already gave the giveaway. I don't know. Oh yeah, because in 2 hours, August 5th. Damn, it's the 6th, so we missed the giveaway. It's pretty good he actually gave the giveaway out, though. 893 people on Twitter. I'm almost about to get to 2,000 subscribers on Twitter. Followers on Twitter, whatever you call them. Hook me up. I'd really appreciate it. Okay. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Pushing forward. I like Rune right here. Rune looking very, very nice. That's what I do, man. I scan the markets every single day for my Patreon so they can get the best of the best. The cream of the crop, so to speak. And you got to get a Binance account. If you don't have a Binance account, try Bolsa.dex. I'll make an account for it, and I'll get a link out there. Something on my radar that I got to get done. Sia Coin's been moving up to the upside. A little baby coin that I traded back in the day when it was 0.008. Now it's double that. This thing went all the way to 10 cents. It's forming a beautiful bowl here, coming up to the upside. Watch Sia Coin. I'm not going to put a call for it just yet, but it's in a giant cup and handle, about to make a play. Sia Coin, man. Put it on your radar. Keep it around for the next couple days. We gave you the TBK call. What an amazing call. Of course it was going to dump after a pump like that. Of course it was going to dump after a pump like that. So, is it time to get back in? And we'll see. It is testing previous support, which is very interesting. It did come down in a bit of a crazy wedge. Let's look at it on the 15-minute. I need some market structure on the look of this thing. Look at the double top, M patterns. M patterns break down to the downside. They have a measured move. It took the measured move of the M and broke down. Now it's in a falling wedge. 68% chance of break to the upside, right? And 15 minutes high. Look for the 15-minute to come back down, maybe do a bit of a bounce, and then that 1 hour may take over, and this thing could pounce. This thing could pounce and continue to the upside. So TBK, it was already $1.20 before, so it's got legs, man. It can 4x from where it's at if it gets back to the all-time high and more. It's a big NFT play. The owner is a really, really passionate guy about NFTs, and I really think it could do some serious damage in the game. I do personally hold my own, you know. Wow, that's a long Elliott wave, too. Like, if that plays out on the 1 hour, that's quite interesting. That could position us to a very large gain for TBK. So watch TBK on the 15-minute. When the 15-minute resets, I would get in on the 1 hour. That's what I do. I use the 15-minute to get in on the 1 hour. If it's a 1 hour trade, I watch the 15-minute, and then I use the 15-minute to get into the trade. See? So we've gone over total. Let's take a look. Now we want to look at some other things in the market. We want to take a look at the dollar index. Every day we look at the dollar index here. Why? Because it tells us what's going to happen with the dollar. I actually have a little thing called the show, and it helps out. I just go to the show, and it has all the things that I look at. It has the dollar index, ETH USD, total too. Now look, the dollar pumping, not good for Bitcoin when the dollar pumps, right? In the last 3 hours, the dollar has pumped up very, very nicely, but now it's oversold and it's hitting resistance. So what do we see happening for the dollar? Let's take a bigger look at it on the daily time frame. The daily says it does want to reset and pump to the upside. Very interesting. So look, I had it in the bit of this cup and handle, said it would break up. It's funny, you see this cup and handle said it would break up to the upside. Let me delete all my work. I put so much effort in, but I got to get rid of it. So I had this cup with that little handle there, said it would break up. And you know what? There it goes. That was the where it should end up. And it's on its way, pushing up on the daily time frame. But I'll show you that weekly, man. That weekly wants to dump. That weekly wants to dump. Bitcoin's weekly's down here. The dollar index is up here. It's a perfect transition. So for the next 6-7 weeks, I don't care what the dollar does in the next week or two. It might give us a little bit. It's going to dump to the downside. It's on the way. It didn't make a higher high. It needs to make a higher high on the weekly, and it could not do that. And because it didn't do that, it's in a downtrend. It's in a downtrend. So don't worry about the dollar hurting Bitcoin. Don't worry about the dollar not dumping. This says inflation is real. They're talking about deflation, which deflation comes first, then inflation. Remember that. And Maloney, Mike Maloney taught me that with the hidden secrets of money. First comes deflation, then comes inflation hard. And it comes very, very fast. And then it starts to speed up at the speed of light. So you got to be very careful how fast inflation can come and hit you. It can come a lot quicker than you realize. Okay? Hyperinflation, that's why they have that name. Dash for Mitchell Gring. We'll take a look at Dash in a second. Thank you very much. Okay, I remember buying Dero at $6 sometime in June before I found you. Yeah, of course you did. Yep. Yeah. Jacob's my name. No problem, bro. Haha, just messing with you, dog. Burgermeister, let's do a contest. What the hell, Vitalik in the chat? Yeah, right. It's Savage Trades. Craze. The price of the NFTs. That's what I tied. Yeah. Let's do Dash for Mitchell Gring. Shout out to my man Mitchell Gring for Dash. Let's take a look at Dash going USDT for my man Dash. Yeah, so it had a beautiful pump and then a beautiful dump on the weekly. Wow, Dash went all the way to 487. Dash was a $1,200 coin. That's why I was waiting for this bull run to really go where the bull runs go. Bull run, in all bull runs that I had been through, the two that, one early, like 2015, 14, 16 kind of was a mini bull run. And then we had another one in 2017. Both bull runs I've been through, man. And look, this is telling you this is a perfect time to start buying Dash. If you just hang out on the weekly time frame, and you make weekly time frame accumulation, that's how you make a killing in the game. That's how you make a lot of money. So Dash doing its thing on the weekly tells you that the weekly's ready to go. Let's take a look at that daily. Daily's curving up to the upside, but eventually everything's doing this. It's curving up like Bitcoin's doing it, and then it's gonna have a downtrend. All right. 4 hours also very high. That's the case for almost everything in the market, and the 1 hour wants to push up. So this is our last push up before a bigger correction. Remember that. Let me teach you. The daily's low. We trade the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Daily moves up. We trade the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Daily moves up. And we short them in the middle, right? Eventually, the daily gets high, and the 1 hour, and then eventually the 1 hour is low, but the 4 hour is high, and then eventually you get one more push out of the 1 hour, and then that's it. So we've had a good run trading the last few days. Eventually, we're going to come to a roadblock, and we're going to have to take some profits or close out trades because the 1 hour is going to be high, the 4 hour is going to be high, and the daily is going to be high. And that's when I call it a day. That's when I remove myself from the trading process unless I'm going to be shorting. Okay? So what do we see happening for Dash right now, right off the bat? Well, it's in a giant cup and handle, definitely. Look at this thing. It's in a giant double bottom cup and handle. I know you get the picture, even if I can't. I'll fit it, though. When in doubt, double click on any oscillator. It will turn that oscillator into the only thing you see, right? Price action, whatever it is. That's definitely a cup and handle, all right? Handles don't need to be that big compared to the cup. They just need to be there. So Dash breaking out of a cup and handle, getting ready, the weekly time frames in your... It's telling you, man, you want to start loading up on whatever you believe in. It's time to start loading up on it. That's what I'm telling you. Whatever you believe in, it's time to start loading up. It was time last week, 2 weeks. I kept telling you guys for the last month, 2 months straight, I said you dollar cost average into projects that you like. You buy a little bit of Phantom here. You buy a little bit of Bitcoin here. I said you do not miss these prices at $39K, $30K. I bought so much Bitcoin between $30,000 and $36,000. I just kept buying it and buying it and buying it and buying it. And who knows? It could go to 25K. I still kept some clean gunpowder on the sidelines. I didn't put all my stable coin in. I didn't. I'll be willing to see Bitcoin hit 42K and hold that level, and then I'll be willing to go and put more. I want to see 50K hit. I don't want to see, we could project it by 50K, and then we'll see what happens from there. 42K is still a big deal for me. If Bitcoin does not get a weekly close above 42K, I remain bearish. I remain bearish. It's going to take a lot for me to flip bullish 100%. And I'm open-minded as the days go on, but I remain, steadfast in my behavior, just not telling myself what's going to be happening. 29% gains coming out of Dash. The stop loss would have to be right around this area here, 10.4%. I like what we're seeing here for Dash. Highly likely this will play out. Now, let's take a look at the 1 hour. So now you've seen the bigger time frames. The weekly looks good for you, the daily does not. The 4 hour does not, but the 1 hour does. You can see that this should follow the weekly regardless of what the daily does. If the daily flips and flops and all that, the bigger time frame should take you to your promised land. Okay, so there's your bigger time frame idea for Dash. It's the most thorough TA you'll see. I've never seen this thorough TA. I go to a lot of other channels, ask them to do some TA. Never, they go, oh, they put a few support and resistance lines and tell you to watch this area, and that's about it. I see nothing different. So that's an ascending triangle if I've ever seen one, right? Dash breaking up to the upside, about to have a move. I think Dash could pump up. Only a little bit of a pump, though. I don't think you're getting a huge move. Here's the length of the pole. Back to like a previous high kind of area, too, as well. And I can see Dash doing its thing. Okay. And you can go all the way to the next, but this is just a tiny scalp, man. I think the 1 hour only has a little more to go, and I could be wrong. A bit of a cup and handle here too. Look, cup, and there's a handle. So you got a cup and handle here forming as well for Dash. I'm just very wary of that 4 hour being extremely oversold, right? Overbought, and I know what happens there. So yeah, a little bit of a push up. Maybe you get the 7% on the 1 hour, you get pushed up, then a rejection, maybe bounce off this area, bounce off that area. So that's my idea for Dash. Okay. I'd hone in on Bitcoin today mainly. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Why Bitcoin dominance? Very important. You want to look at Bitcoin dominance. Hope that was thorough enough for you. BTC moving up. Yeah. Please check B Pro and CAG. Thanks. Little Smitty. Shout out to Little Smitty. Thank you so much for the super chat. Please check B Pro and CAG. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Much respect to you, B Pro and CAG. Hi, Sam. Any thoughts for super? Send in a super chat, please. As if stock to flow is a self-fulfilling prophecy, we're going to 100K. Yeah, I got it, bro. I'm waiting on the long and shorting down when it comes. Looking just like BTC. There you go. Bitcoin went up $1,000 in 15 minutes. Bitcoin, baby. Look at that. I made 89 bucks that fast on a Bitcoin trade. Just was like, throw it in there. The whole USDT pair market should be pumping up to the upside, right? And I'm still at 4,000 on this Bitcoin trade. Not a huge deal, Put in 14K, up 30, about 30% on BTC. But I just kept buying Bitcoin, man. And those are long-term holds. It's cool to show, oh yeah, that trade's up, but those are just long-term. That's me DCAing into Bitcoin and just showing you, oh, I DCA'd at the right time, happens to be up. Toot my own horn, not a huge deal, right? Okay. Bitcoin dominance pumping right now, right? Telling me that I believe Bitcoin's gonna take the cake today. Bitcoin's really going to run up right now. I'm telling you, you see it right here. Bitcoin dominance curling right here on the 1 hour. So, Bitcoin dominance wants to push up. It's going to be a little tough to trade altcoins if Bitcoin keeps pumping to the like that. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go B Pro, CAG, and we're going to go over Tower. Thank you for those 3 calls right there. We're going to go over them. Hopefully one of them turns into a call for the patrons as well. I like BTC right now doing its thing, man. I like BTC. Looks like this. Look, for the next day, Bitcoin's going to move. Dominance pushing back up, and then it's going to dump, and then the altcoin. So Bitcoin's going to run up, take all the liquidity out of USD. So everyone leaves the United Dollar. Everyone leaves the dollar or whatever currency they're in. That's Bitcoin sucking money out of the rest of the market. Then they sit there and they research and they go, oh, there's other coins? Then they sell Bitcoin and they get in, not all of it, but some of it, and they get into the alt. So Bitcoin should pump up today. And then as everything resets 2-3 days from now, we could see an altcoin run. That's pretty sweet, based on this idea of Bitcoin dominance getting rejected by the 200-day right there, or by this bottom trend line, and then bam, bearish retest down. Hey man, did you cover AMP already? No, I did not. Give it time, pro. I just found you. Definitely good content and undervalued. Shout out to Anthony Johnson, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'll give it time. Over time. It's just crazy because we've gotten like 250 watchers at one point, 280 watchers. I crack 200, and then we never see it again for weeks. Then we crack 200, don't see it again for weeks. The algorithm like lacks the consistency, yeah? Even though I'm consistent every single day. Not AMP yet. No, haven't looked at AMP. Let's take a look at B-Pro CHZ. B-Pro was the buy on the low, man. It already kind of did its thing. Kind of missed the initial boom. So B-Pro, look, shoulder, head, and shoulder. That's an inverted head and shoulder. Even though it's slanted, we call them drunken inverted head and shoulders, slanted inverted, however you want to call it, right? So how you would play this, how you would have played it. I wish I had seen it, had I got my eyes on it. That's why I need you guys, man. Great content, man. Check out Dot. Thank you, Anthony Johnson, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it. We'll take a look at Dot for you. Thank you very, very much, Anthony. I'm feeling the energy now. I'm feeling the vibe, guys. Appreciate each and every one of you coming on into the live. Thank you very, very much. Very appreciative that I have a life, that I get to do YouTube every single day. Every single day. There's the measured move of that head. I mean, that's... So it says B-Pro wants to get up back to the previous high. Look how much that exact measurement hits us back to that high. It's so weird how it all plays out like so. We'll take a look at Dot. Yeah, join the Patreon, guys. I'd really appreciate it. I will show you so much and teach you so much. I do have a Patreon for $99 a month. This is what you get. If you're new to the channel, look, for $99 a month, you get all my exclusive calls. I give a lot. Yesterday, I even give video calls throughout the day. This morning, I wake up at 7:40 a.m. and I give you a video call. Last night, I give you a video call for Bitcoin. Three times a day, morning, midday, and at night, I give you a video update into what's happening with Bitcoin and maybe even other coins as well. Then I throw out a lot of calls, man. I go over them. Front BUSD last night, I gave the call. I said this is highly likely to break up to the upside. This went up 20% last night. Then I'll do a weekly screen share. In the weekly screen share, I pay $1,000 a year for token metrics. I go over all the token metrics coins that we're talking about. I break them down. I do TA on them. We look at them, and then I do my own TA. And so once a week, we have a weekly meeting where I hit you with token metrics information and my own information. It's about a 2-hour, 3-hour meeting. We do a Q&A at the end. Any single question you need, anything you need answered, I hook you up. We also have a beginners and expert room where beginners learn. I also tutor people for $100 an hour. If you need tutoring, hit the link to my schedule in the video and you can sign up to a tutoring session with me. We have so many ways to get someone up to speed and get them moving. I highly, for the amount of money you pay for the Patreon, you will not get better service, in my humble of opinions. But I'd let everyone else be the judge. Go read the testimonials, you'll find out. There's a link to join the Patreon under the video. Best money I've spent every month. Can we expect Bitcoin to rise more? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. It's when Bitcoin dumps, people come in to see what's happening. All right? Great content, man. Check it out. How is ERG USDT looking? It's doing amazing. Just keeps pumping to the upside. Won't stop. It won't stop. It will not stop. Okay, now we got to look at... So B-Pro, it's breaking out, doing its thing. It is getting high on the 1 hour. It had a nice pump, right? You could say it fell out. It broke out of this falling wedge, or you could even say it's a symmetrical triangle, something like this. See that? Symmetrical triangle, and then it boomed up to the upside. Now you're looking for support and resistance lines. That's what you're looking for. I wanted to teach you about the measured move there. And you could also put it in this. You could have said it was in like this. Yeah. Symmetrical triangle. That's what we don't see this pattern a lot. You could have even given it a top here too. And just said it was in a more of a bullish pennant. And it was destined to break to the upside. Measured move is about right there. It's the length of that pole up to the upside. This is your measured move. Just back to the all-time high. So look for it to hit the all-time high. I would take profits at that point. And then look for support and resistance. Here or here. Wait for oscillators to reset. And then this thing would be ready to go again. It's in a giant cup and handle. I believe it is. Because I knew it came from the left side on the high. Yeah, look at the size of this thing. Giant cup and handle. Just a few days ago, this thing was only 0.03 and it's back to a penny. So, and we know where it can go. B-Pro, man. This market keeps going. These are the lows, man. You dollar cost average in here. B-Pro looking pretty nice. I don't have a call for it right now, but it's looking healthy. Look for it to pull back and then bump, go up more, I think. But we got to look for that daily. We're going to have the bigger pullback for at least a couple days. Let's take a look at CHZ Chili's, my baby. It's only a matter of time till this thing flies, man. I got a fractal on this thing from Chromia. This is the Chromia fractal. It looks just like it. I took this from another trade. Can you believe that? Chromia fractal on CHZ. Highly likely. When are they going to make it pump, man? This thing is crazy. They're manipulating this thing. Look, it's bouncing off strong support. So strong. I pulled a Fibonacci on it, everything. Look at this support line. Once it breaks above the 200, it's gone, man. It's gone. And there it is, breaking above the 200 on the daily time frame. I still see this daily high that's just kind of, you know, that's what I'm weary of. And we got really no pump on the 200, on the 1 hour. Didn't get as much of a pump as we would like. Some conflicting ideas with CAG. I really want to watch this daily play out, because this daily is looming in the background, and it could play out with a wedge or a nice pennant. It doesn't mean we're going down to the downside, but it's just something that's got me thinking. And you could have played this pennant right here and it broke out. Just wasn't that strong. Could have been a stronger move. And I'm telling you, it's Bitcoin dominance right now. People are rushing into Bitcoin. They're selling this coin for Bitcoin. A lot of people would rather be in Bitcoin right now. You can see the trade I made today was a Bitcoin trade. Why? Because the dominance wasn't in my favor. Even though I do have some altcoin trades open, I'm hoping once Bitcoin hits a limit, it'll flood back into the altcoins, and we're going to see Bitcoin dominance drop a little bit. I'm preemptively looking at 5 things at once and then juggling them all for you guys so you can understand how this market works. You want to be looking at total 2, Bitcoin dominance, and Bitcoin every single day. Then your altcoin ETH USDT pairs and also USDT dominance. Look at USDT dominance. This is the dominance in Tether. And you can see is when it starts to drop because people want to buy more Bitcoin. So you can see, okay, it was hot. I said it would break out. It went to the measured move very close, and then it dumped to the downside. So, and we look at the weekly on this. This should be ready to bounce, and it is. So if the weekly's ready to dump on the dollar on USD, what do you think is going to happen to Bitcoin? If it looks like everyone's getting rid of their USDT Tether, where are they getting into? They're getting into Bitcoin. Okay? So, Tether looks like it's going to be dumping. So, I'm foreshadowing today is August 6th. The daily's getting high on a lot of things. Looks like we're going to get a pump here on the 1 hour, maybe even a little more extended. Get us pushed up. Hopefully we get to 44K like I wanted. Most of the market pumps up. We get a market cap pump up to 1.75, 1.74 trillion. And then we get our pullback on the daily. Once things start to pull back, then we're going to really kind of hone in, right? There might be some shorts I'll put out, and there will be some little mini coins that play out regardless while Bitcoin's dumping. Just it happens. And then once Bitcoin's dumps ready, it'll be about the 14th of August. I believe we're going to be ready for a serious run to the upside, because then the weekly's pointed up, the daily's pointed up, the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Every single time frame will be in our favor for a boom to the upside. And that, my friends, is really where the magic happens, right? So it's about being preemptive and kind of looking at these charts and knowing where you are in a bigger and smaller time frame, right? Each time frame is different, right? Let's go back to CHZ. I didn't finish. I know I didn't finish. I got you. I see 37.7 on the Bitcoin Fib retracement, probably by Sunday. Wait, JC, you said like 18K we hit on Sunday. Now it's 37K. What happened? Don't worry, lifer. We'll get to your super chat. Great content, man. Check out Dot. We're going to take a look at Dot and Tower. Look at ICP. Man, anybody know what's going on with the super chats? They could be blocking me, man. You super chatted me, Anthony Johnson, right here. You gave me a $5 super chat. Check out Dot. Okay. But we still had to finish CHG and B Pro. Okay. We're going to get you, man. Don't worry. We got you. This retracement is very, very healthy. This is where I would be dollar cost averaging into projects that I like when the weekly is very, very low. 1 hour is halfway over. The trades were entered way earlier today, like 8 in the morning. That's why I put the calls out to my patrons. Keep your alerts on, guys. It's that important. And also set your alerts on TradingView. Measured move for CHZ. It does have a measured move to the upside. And this is our measured move. All right. It's the measured move. Okay. $11% more gains. You can hide out in here and see if you can get lucky. It's not my trade. I don't really like it. I think there's way better out there. I just, and also I like to enter perfect timing. The timing is a little off right now. If you want to enter, if you feel like you need to get into CHG, you're going to go to the 7-minute time frame and you want to make sure this forms a flag. So this is it. Project right now. I'd project all the time. I create patterns before they occur, and then I'm able to see if they fill out. If they fill out, then I get into the trade. If they don't, then it dumps, and then I know, okay, my pattern wasn't valid. And that gives me confirmation. So if this can stay in this and go sideways, highly likely to play up to the upside, and then you can buy here and then continue on that 1 hour time frame once it resets again, right? And that's how you play it, man. You look at smaller time frames to build up the positional story behind the bigger time frame that you're in, okay? Let's take a look at Polka Dot, my baby, man. I would never sell Polka Dot. Got it in at $4 and $6. Not never, but I will hold it for a long, long time. Polka Dot did what Bitcoin wants to do. It broke out of this, right? Bitcoin's in the same pattern right now and wants to break on out. So Polka Dot possibly foreshadowing what will happen to the rest of the market? Maybe. It's the early birder. And look, now what I like about it is, and then you go to the 7 minute and I would talk about, you know, is it going to form a flag? What is it doing? And you could even say this might be happening. And it may start doing this and flagging on out before it breaks up to the upside. I like Polka Dot right here, looking really nice. Did not hit the measured move yet. Measured move is the length of the pole outside of this. This is going to be your measured move for Polka Dot if it needs to boom up to the upside. So, yeah. It's not there yet. It's got more room to grow. Let's take a look at that 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour's getting high, though. And it's hitting previous highs. Getting rejected by the previous high. So, look, it pumped beautifully on the 4 hour. Look at that chunky candle, though. I can see how you got excited now. I didn't look at it in the 4 hour. 4 hours exciting, right? It's like, woof. But candle close can't close above previous high, right? And we're getting there. What I want to see then, I want to see it break above. I want to see it break above 20K, $20 and hold a $20 target. Like hold a candle above that. 4 hour candle close above 20K. Let's get the daily candle to close above. I don't know why I keep saying 20K, but $20. I'd love to see this daily candle close above this green line and hold position. Be a really, really good sign for Polka Dot. All right. Right now, I think it's kind of running towards the end of its run, though. And, you know, and like that daily is very overbought on multiple time frames. And we had such a nice run on the daily. I mean, that's one of the night. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Out of like 20 days, you had 16 days of green. I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat that, right? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much. 172 people watching. Awesome, awesome, awesome. 153 likes. You can't beat that. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. There's 20 of you not hitting the like button. You may be running. You may be jogging. You may be listening to this like someone said. You may not have access to the like button. I believe you want to hit the like button. I believe you're there for me. I love each and every one of you, and I know my lifers are there, man. I appreciate you guys more than you would ever know. Okay, let's take a look at, now we looked at the dollar index going to dump. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones as well. Dow Jones gives us a little idea of juxtaposing the traditional markets against the crypto markets. Gives an idea of what may or may not be happening in the overall general markets. I told you the Dow was going to pump recently, right? The daily wants to break on out. Now, the daily is going to reset. Last time the daily reset, it just kind of stayed in these zones, though. So let's see. Do we get another wick down and back into the pattern to scare everyone? Daily is kind of, it's getting extended for a Friday afternoon. Dow up 120 on a Friday, though. Lack of volume, kind of pushing it up. They're printing that money. 4 hour wants to go to the upside as well. Looks like Monday morning might be pretty nice once this closes. We'll see. 1 hour's high, go back down. But yeah, Dow, man, I see the Dow in a rising wedge, right? With a 68% chance of a break to the downside. So more highly likely that the Dow comes back to this previous low right here. This would be kind of the measured move for the Dow. But if it can stay in this, it can break up parabolic. And if they keep printing money, I don't see how it crashes. I think they're going to print it all the way back to $41,700, $42,000 for the Dow, right? We take a look at gold as well. We like to look at gold every couple of days here on the channel. I was a gold trader before Bitcoin. I used to look at gold every single day. Gold was my number one, man. Gold for an ounce. $17.60 an ounce. Ooh, look at gold taking a beating today. That's very strange. Well, the dollar pumped a little bit, took gold. They're manipulating the price of gold and they're doing something. I'm kind of, you know, I was a big gold purveyor. I would buy gold bars and silver and all that, and I'm kind of done buying gold and silver. My money's going into BTC. I think Bitcoin is superior to gold. I have enough in case there's an EMP or some type of electromagnetic pulse. Something happens where I need the backup. I have the gold and silver just in case. I do have the in case, right? And you don't need a lot. Like 10 grand of it, 20 grand of it, because if the market does dump, it's going to go up 10x in value, right? So like if you have 20 grand of it, then you're going to have 100K in it in an emergency. You see what I'm saying? And so your hope, so you keep some on the sidelines just in case. And I do have my gold and silver. I wear my silver ounce every single day, and it represents the Native American people too. This is a silver buffalo. It has a buffalo on the back. They used to use the buffalo spiritually, right? And then a Native American head. This is a silver bullion, right? And wear it every single day. Shout out to everyone here on my live, man. Appreciate you guys. So look, gold dumping. It's got a measured move. Look for gold to go all the way back down to 600 to 1677. If it doesn't hold this level, gold's dropping to 16. Damn. Let's take a look at ETH. ETH should be pumping with BTC. Extremely high on that daily time frame though. It's had its pump just like it had a pump here. The pump should have been a little higher. ETH needs to break above 29. That would be a big time. It's being held down right here. ETH needs to break above 29. I'd like to see that. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Has the legs for ETH to break that zone. It does. It really does. Look for ETH to break above that zone. If ETH breaks above that, you can see it's heavy resistance. It's like a big point of resistance. But if it breaks above that, highly likely we'll back to 4K before you know it. ETH pumping back up $2,800 and doing its thing. It's in a bull pennant. I gave you a little flag here. Said it would break out of the flag. So far, so good. Started to do its thing. They came down to rip the liquidity. That's what they do. They make a flag. They see where everyone positions. They rip the liquidity right out of your hands, and then they throw it right back up to the upside. ETH breaking out right now as we speak on the 1 hour. The measured move for ETH. Length of this pole. Let me zoom in for you, make it nice and big. And ETH is pumping as we speak. So there's a pump for ETH. Watch for ETH to go all the way to 3,087. Crack through 3,000. I would really like to see ETH cracking through 3,000. Okay. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. I wouldn't say BTC. Hey, boss. What crypto can people use for a Patreon? Anything they want. Literally anything. XRP, USDC. Just email cryptolifers@gmail.com and ask my admins what you got. We'll find an address for you. I'll take any single crypto under the sun, as long as it's not stack change, stack cake. You know what I'm saying? Nice. Hold my ETH target at the same exact spot. Had my ETH target at the same exact spot. There you go. Then you're on point. Then you're on point. Then I would say BTC. Yeah, Mana getting ready to pump. Let's take a look at Mana. Yeah, buddy. Golden statement. Superior to gold, not silver. It could be superior to gold, but not silver. Hey, I like what you just said there. Silver is an amazing, amazing product. Hey, Lifer, can we look at BTT or STMX? We can. Did you send in a super chat? Since you just joined, since you just looked at CHZ, let's see CHR. Yeah, no, they look identical, right? But CHR did a pump. CHR is ahead of CHZ. CHR looking way better than CHZ, actually. Ooh, I got a call for this, dude. And I'm still in it. I'm still telling you. Look, I just moved my call. Hold on. Let's go back to a 4-hour time frame. So here's my call for CHR. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to give it. Only the Patreons are going to get this call. Oh, I'm not going to show you the target. This one's hidden. This one's going to get hidden. Every once in a while, I am going to hold back. That's my new thing. Once in a while, I'm going to hold back. That trade's going to be a beautiful trade. You might want to see it. Join the Patreon. You're going to see CHR on the Patreon. Every once in a while, I'm going to do that now. Every once in a while, I'm just going to be like, and I'm just going to pull back a little bit. Because you know you want to know that measured move. You know that people want to know it. So they have to pay $100 to find that out, and then they're going to find so much more. That curiosity will not kill the cat. It will actually make the cat nice and fat. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Madden, you're in the buy zone for ETH. I mean, it's extended. I'd wait for that daily to come back down. Right now is the buy. Right now, and then line it up. But it's ending the end of its run. Like, it's already been on a run for the last few days. Like, you should be selling out. You should be selling out right now. Yo, Jay-Z, man, I love you, man, but I think we're going to go our separate ways, man. I think you're gone, man. Sorry, man. You're gone. All right. Yeah, he getting on my nerves for the last 3 weeks, and no one else is getting on my nerves, so I'm just gonna remove people that get on my nerves. Let's look at the BTC up trade that I gave at the beginning of the day. And boom, booming to the upside as planned. Take BTC up. Look at that. Boom. The lifer don't play, man. The lifer don't play. NDL, baby. NDL. We gave the call at the beginning, right when the live stream opened. I had this waiting. And I said, I'm not going to waste your time, guys. I'm going to give you a call right when the channel. Oh, nobody does that. They want you to sit there and watch and do views and do it. I give it to you right off the bat. Right? The last track was fire. Yeah, it was. Like I said, Sam can predict the future. Shout out to Coins Work, man. My dude, man. Appreciate you, man. Love your job, man. Yo, I love it, man. What happened with Jay-Z, man? He just kept irritating me. Like, I don't know why. Like, he wants to get on my nerves, and I don't get why. I don't get why. Music, it's fantastic. Thank you so much, man. ACH to 15, it's possible. JC keeps bringing the FUD. Weeks of doubting the lifer. Bet his computer screen is hearing all of them bad words. I don't even have any hate toward him. I love the guy. He just, he's throwing, his energy and my energy aren't meshing. That's all it is. Nothing against him, nothing against me. It just happens, man. It just happens. Our energies just we're not vibing. I don't understand why, and I don't want to, when energies don't vibe with me, I just remove them, man. I remove them. And he asked me how the KSM short's going. I mean, this is booming, dude. This is going to make you some gains, man. I'm telling you, man. You don't think Bitcoin's going to pump today? It was highly likely. Highly likely. Look at the trade. Look how I gave the trade to my Patrons. Bye, Felicia. JC. I don't think he was right once. Have you covered AMP, please? I think it's pointless. Even if you disagree, he's been here for weeks disagreeing. At that point, you might just watch the other content. Yeah, like, he comes here every day. He's still watching me right now. You know he is. Shit. Life or frequency, baby. It really glad I got recommended your channel a few months ago. It changed the way I see the game. Shout out to Anko Kusi Biduzzo, my dude. ACH Mike. I'm super profitable now. Thank you very much. Ever since you came in, you see your vibe. See, Anko, his vibe was amazing. His vibe was angelic. Like, he's only, and you don't have to agree with everything I say. Like, I'm not that guy. Agree with me. It's just how you talk to me. It's about how people present the energy. Believe me, I had bosses talking ish to me my whole life, and then I created this. The second someone asks something to one of my old bosses that gives me any flack, I'm out. I created this life so no one tells me what to do for the rest of my life, man. Soul hit the target, nailed it, bam, bam, bam. See, there you go, my friend. I'm teaching people how to trade every single day, man. Every single day. And then calls are coming in. My analysts are giving calls right now, too, into the channel. More calls are flying in there every single day, guys. Jump on in, get situated, join the Telegram. You will not disagree, and join the Patreon, which is the Telegram. You will not be disappointed. What I want to do is, I gave this trade, and how I gave this trade, look, because people kept saying they were missing calls. So I finally was like, dude, I had a 90% feeling this trade was going to pump to the upside. 90%, everything in my body was like, this is going to make someone money if they get into it. So I posted this trade, right? And look at it, I made all these stars, and I said, this trade is highly likely to play out. Like, don't miss this one. Like, I keep seeing people like, oh, I missed Lifer's call. I doubted his front idea. Like, just. I've done this for 15 years, man. Like, I put so much effort into it. Like, if I freaking put stars like that, is the reason. I've never done that. I've never put this many stars in a call ever in my life. I was just finally like, people have to start taking these calls. So I was just like, paint me red, slap me in the face. It's a call, Take the call. When you ever watch The Simpsons when he's like, he has a fake name and he's going into the witness protection program and they're like, okay, we're going to call you Mr. Thompson. He's like, When I ask you, Mr. Thompson, you're going to say, hi, Mr. Thompson. And he's like, hi, Mr. Thompson. And Homer just stares out the window. Like, the dude asked him, hi, Mr. Thompson, for an hour. Finally, he's like, when I stomp on your foot, you're going to smile and nod. It's one of my favorite Simpsons scenes ever, man. And then he goes, so he stomps on the foot, and he's like, hi, Mr. Thompson. And then Homer goes to his wife. He's like, I think he's talking to you. Ah, man, you gotta love it. You gotta love the Simpsons, man. And look, trades will get ended when they hit the 15 and the 30 minute. 15 minutes gonna get extended. That's where you're gonna watch the flag now. So you can either take profits now. That's what I do. In the 1 hour, when the 15 minute hits, it's time to, because the 15 minutes gonna oscillate about 4 times inside the 1 hour. So now you flag out, and now this is how you can tell whether this move is gonna continue or it's just a flash in the pan. Right? If this does its thing and stays inside this pattern and then breaks on out, we'll continuously be bullish. The 1 hour suggests this is going to happen. The hype suggests this is going to happen. And I have a high probability that it's going to happen, but I'm still going to have to watch this to track it. So that's how we're going to track Bitcoin in the 15 minute to figure out where it's going to be going. Okay. Now I got some crazy news for you guys. You see the title of the video? You see the title? Thanks for all the trades today. While I'm at home watching the kids while the wife is out of town, finally sitting in front of screens and not just my phone. Shout out to Larry Parmley, man. Appreciate you, man. Rune popping. Join the Patreon, people. You are missing out. Shout out to Larry Parmley. Yo, Lifer, what up? I hope your mom is good as possible. Appreciate all that you do every day. JB, thank you so much for asking about my mom. She's doing really, really good. Appreciate you, man. Phantom up 8% today, doing its thing, baby. Phantom. Yeah, and the day begins to pump, man, as everything starts to come into fruition. Let's take a look at Matic. Makes me wanna. Matic is just, I've never seen a more extended. Look what it keeps doing. It just keeps extending. But higher lows, man. You see that? Higher lows. You gotta, that's how you want to know something is changing. Higher lows for sure. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Here's my trade for Matic, and it's been open ever since. I have not left the trade. And that's, again, watch all the trades. There's a lot of trades that are still open. They're still open. Matic. But Matic didn't get the pump I wanted on the 1 hour. I believe Matic's going to go side. This is what's going to happen, guys. I'm breaking it down for you. Dominance is rising because more people are jumping into Bitcoin. There's a lot of people that got into Matic this morning. So people are selling their altcoins into Bitcoin right now. Not everyone, though. Then there's people DCAing. So altcoins are getting DCA'd into and sold off. So they're not getting enough pump, right? So they're so what's going to happen is Matic's going to go up and down again as Bitcoin pumps. Then dominance is going to let go. People are going to sell off that Bitcoin after this huge move tonight, and you're going to see altcoins pop up with that. That's the cycle that I see all the time. It's going to go into large caps, then to mid caps, and then into small caps. And then when people make a killing on small caps, they take that profit. They don't know what to do with it. They put it into Bitcoin for the long term. Bitcoin starts to pump again. It's the same cycle over and over again. It happens 4 days, 3 days, and it just continuously following out. So because I know this cycle, it makes sense that Matic didn't get too high on the 1 hour, and it wants to retrace. Look for Matic to come back down. Looks like we're going to be able to get Matic between $1.02 and $1.07 for the next 12, 14, maybe even 2 days before it really, really gets ready to pump to the upside. Also, let's look at the daily on Matic. It's still very high. It needs to come down. It is curling, but it's not in our favor. It's not that healthy. So remember that, right? So, we could see Matic kind of going sideways a little longer while this daily plays out. That would make sense too. And then we could see Matic doing its thing. So I think in a week it's going to be time to play Matic. And I could be wrong. It could pump today huge and I missed it. But I'm using my instincts from trading this market for a long, long time. And what I see happening, I'd put some patience on Matic. Facts. There's a head and shoulders on Matic USD. Why didn't it go down? Well, when there's a head and shoulders on it, it did actually. Completely wrong. It did actually. Look, you just need to be more precise with your TA. Okay, let me show you. This is what's called a twisted head and shoulder. You got to make sure you're hitting your neckline properly. The neckline is where the 2 points hit. Okay? Shoulder. Head. shoulder, which is uncanny. Even if you look tiny, look, I saw a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder there, which also played out. We had 2 head and shoulders, double bearish confluence. Take your move here down the length, swing that to the other shoulder line, and look, that's pretty much where we went, and we hit our measured move. Look at it. I'm telling you right now, man, you gotta learn your TA. So we hit it, bam. Then we made an inverted shoulder, head, and shoulder. This is an inverted head and shoulder now. Look at it. Same idea here. See it? It's not perfect, but it's shoulder, head, possible shoulder there, break to the upside. And it's a messy one. It's not clean. Almost had a breakout back in, but it's still, in my opinion, still an inverted head and shoulder. The 1 hour's getting high, though. You needed more momentum. You needed more momentum. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time, guys. That is your time. Everything is a trade in this game. Whether you're trading your time or your money, whatever you're doing, everything is a trade in this game. Wow, Matic doing amazing, Sol doing amazing things. And it's just getting started. You can't see where Sol's going to go. It is just getting started. Look at this, breaking out of a big, big falling wedge. Telling you right now, this is huge. This is huge. This is a very big measured move for Solana. This is why I like me Solana. This is why I think Solana is going to be a big coin. I like FTT. I like everything in the Solana family. Radium, Serum Labs. Serum is Solana. Remember that. SRM. If you've missed the pump up in Solana, you get into SRM. It's going to basically moon with Solana. You want to get into families of coins. You want to understand blockchains. You want to understand what blockchains are made up of and what helps that blockchain move. Solana, SolPad, Serum, Radium, right? You start building the whole idea, the 5 major players in Solana. Okay? They're going to have SolSwap or something. It's only a matter of time. So here, wait for this to pull back to support, probably right around here. I think at about 33, and then I would get back into Solana and ride it all the way back up to that measured move. 100% gains for Solana, but wait for the retest. That daily needs to retest. We don't know exactly where it's going to go. We know our levels, though. It's either this level or this level. It's one of these 2 levels, but look, boom, and get that bounce. Okay? Levels to watch for Solana once it does break on out. I see Solana doing huge, huge things. Huge things. 109% gains for Solana. This is now a midterm hold. I'm starting to be comfortable with some midterm holds. I usually give midterm holds all the time, but I've been sketchy. If Bitcoin does not hold 42K, we could still see 25K, 15K. So I'm not throwing out midterm holds yet. I'm not like, I do say DCA into projects that you like, but make sure you hold them for a year or 2. Like, you need to be ready to hold them for a long time. Forget Solana, watch Bitcoin. I agree. Trading is nothing more than gambling. Gambling is a science too. Study the good ones. I mean, trading is gambling, yes and no. I mean, but they're educated guesses. You can't put a stop loss on your. You can't put a stop loss on your. When you're trading blackjack. You know what I'm saying? You can't put a stop loss. You can't throw. You can do some covers. You can cover. You can do insurance, but there's no such thing as a stop loss. Like once you're up, you can't guarantee you're going to go home with money unless you walk away from that table, right? Alchemy is going insane right now. I had a feeling it was going to keep continuing. I just don't chase green candles. I don't. But ACH, man. Look at that, dude. I even put it in this at the beginning of the channel. We put it in this, didn't we? And I said it could pump up to the upside. Look at this thing. It did, man. I could have made a killing on this thing. You know what, though? You don't beat yourself up. Like, this is why people do bad in trading, because they see stuff like this and they make them do really, really silly stuff. I could have made 100%. No, actually, 1, 2, 3. No, that's not true. We made this pattern here. That's what we made. But we could have made... I did pull that out my hat, and that would have played out. Let's see. Could have made 35% gains in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, man, in an hour and a half. That would have been sweet. But it is what it is, man. We missed it. I missed it. I don't run after things I miss. Yahoo.com. Forget Solana, watch Bitcoin. Gambling is a science. Alchemy's going exactly. You can't put a stop loss at the roulette wheel. Nope. Bitcoin pumping hard. Link call from the beginning of the stream, already up 2%. Your link call. Thank you very much for saying that. And from trading, you can learn more and improve your loss. Yes, you can. There's always another killer trade right around the corner. Damn, that coin just don't stop. Too bad it's not a derivative time to short. ACH. I know, right? We could short the you derivatively short this thing immediately.
Yeah,
immediately.
When these people across the street, I think the names was the Jones.
Another call I got to give to my patrons and then talk about it live on the channel. This thing exploding. Bitcoin Cash booming up to the upside. We're making some serious money today. Booming to the upside. Bitcoin Cash boom. I mean Bitcoin up. There's the leverage. Yo, Bitcoin booming up to the upside. Woo! Guys, this is getting insane today. I would begin to start to close this trade. I would close the trade right now. Yep. I would take my profits right now. Sell that off. Sell that off. Close the trade, guys. On my account. I would close the BTC up trade. I'm going to put that out to the Patreons right now. They just made a killing. You don't push it. It does want to go all the way to the target. I like to sell 75% of the target. That guarantees the win. Guarantees the win, man. The 15-minute gets high. It's going to flag out again. Woo, look at that, dude. It didn't even flag. It just wanted to go up even more. Pumping to the upside. Let's see what we're going here for BTC. Up $325 on the Bitcoin call. I'm going to take that right now. I'm going to close that trade. I made $325 during the live stream. I didn't even use leverage. You know why? I was in the USDT market and the US market, and they didn't have leverage. I would have made $1,000. But because of their lack of leverage, I couldn't do it. LTO up 67. I'm going to take my LTO call as well. I like making $400 during the stream. I just made $500 on the stream. Bam! $500 a day, man. You do $500 a day, you're going to make good money, baby. Woo! I like to sell into a green candle, baby. I love selling in the green candle, man. I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. Made $500 in the live stream. Super chats. You guys are awesome, kicking it. I wouldn't risk this. I wouldn't do anything else, man. With the rest of my time, I wouldn't do anything else. 12:04. And let's look at the news now. Let's look. I talked about it at the beginning of it. I talked about Louis Vuitton. All right? I did, right? I'm going to come correct, man. My titles always come through. Louis Vuitton gets his game face on. Look at this. Here's the most famous man you know, exclaims Louis Vuitton CEO Michael Burke, speaking of the French luxury house founder. Over the phone from Paris, amid the hum of the culture shows, Burke is taking a pause, discussing 200 Antidotes, a mobile game being released by the brand in celebration of what would be Vuitton's 200th birthday. Dude, Louis Vuitton luxury brand, latest foray in gaming, aims to engage 300 billion players and crack a market with some $776 billion. Louis Vuitton getting into the NFT gaming space. Are you kidding me? I'm telling you right now. Louis Vuitton, I'm getting goosebumps right now. Louis Vuitton getting into the gaming NFT space. Woo. Yo, shout out to everyone here, man. Dogecoin, crypto trillionaire. Shout out to the Dogecoin, crypto trillionaire. I'm up 125, so I'm a happy man. Shout out to everyone, man. 100% gains from just watching the start of the stream. 100% gains from watching the start of the stream. Please join my Patreon. If you made money today, you want to give back, send $100 to me and my family, man. That's what the Patreon is. It's like donating money to my family if you've made some big money, man. It's just sending that love back, and I'm going to work for you every single day. It's a great exchange. So look at this. It follows Vivian, a monogram flower character who traverses the globe, unlocking stories about the house's origins, including the founder 2-year journey to Paris on foot from his hometown of Angers, and his rise from an apprentice trunk maker to the owner of luxury good businesses. It's a coming-of-age story, says Burke, a vocal gaming enthusiast. It's about a kid having to leave home under duress, acquiring skills, taking risks, and becoming himself. Just like the crypto lifer, man. I went to New York City, left my hometown, found myself in that big city, came home, where it all really came back together. Would you recommend 3 commas to others looking for a marketplace to trade with leverage? 3 commas is just where you access APIs. Leverage trading is good on Bybit, all sorts of different marketplaces. There's like 100 different derivative trading. I love to inspire. I just reinvented my setup again. Keep charting and finding setups 4 to 6 hours ahead of time and setups. That's what I'm saying. I learned a lot from your charts too. Yep. Thank you. I'm always learning. I learned a lot from your charts too, and I definitely stole some customization ideas from you. Great work, man. Shout out to everyone here on the live, man. Thank you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Louis Vuitton getting into the NFT space. I mean, this is going to be a huge deal, dude. The latest fashion gaming releases also accommodate the frenzied excitement for non-fungible tokens. This is part of the luxuries industry's experimentation with raw NFTs can play a product. Damn, man. And is this going to continue ripping? Highly likely. See, it gets sold off at my target. There's my first target, too. I got a green line there for a reason. Trust me, man. Just take the profits when I take profits. We're far away from the 21-day moving average. We have to snap back every time we get this far away. Yes, there could be more, but you made a great trade. You made a good move. Take the trade. Move on. Beautiful trade. Okay. 3 commas is key if you don't want to be staring at your screen 24/7. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Yeah, and please, guys, use my referral link for 3 commas. It would greatly help out the channel. Let me go find that right now. Look, invite friends. Crypto Greg, Sam just hopped in after making and continuing huge gains on ACH. All of this I learned from you. When to hop in and recognize the indicators. Damn, I wish you had told us beforehand when you bought in, though. We didn't know about it. That's what you guys, lifers, guys. If you get into a trade, I guess we don't know. I can't say that. I'm just a little sour I didn't get in. And now when I hear you get in, I get a little sour because I didn't know about it. Because I'm out there searching all other coins that I just didn't know. So, lifers, guys, I need help too. If you see a big fat trade, DM me and be like, dude, I'm putting heavy money. Especially if we trade together, be like, yo, I'm going hard on this. Right? So check it out, man. Create a new link for 3 commas right here. Actually, no, I don't want to create a new link. There's my old link right there. Share my link. Join 3 commas. Greatly appreciated. Sorry, man. I doubted you. It's all good, man. Got in at 3, dude. You're a lucky. Oh my gosh. And I know you put a killing in. Shout out to the $50 super chat from Crypto Greg, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for showing me that love, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. I thought Bitcoin was going down. Why would you think Bitcoin was going down? Come on, man. I do a private session with you. Can you help me set up a platform that I can trade? Yes, exactly. My setups are anything you need. Do you want? Some people just hit me up. I want to learn how to do MetaMask, dude. Anything in cryptocurrency. It's your tutoring session. It's whatever you want to get out of the session. Bitcoin to 43K. Let's go. Look at Alchemy website. It's not too late to hop in as they are changing the industry. Yeah, no, I'm going to hop in. I'm definitely going to hop in long term. It's going to be a long term play. I just wish I had gotten in. Ooh, BCH continuing to pump to the upside now. Look at this, dude. This could be like a huge move for Bitcoin. I think something kind of vast is happening. Something big is happening. 43,000, man. I called a 43K Bitcoin, a $44,000 Bitcoin not too long ago, and man, looks like my call is spot on, man. Had you taken my call yet again, this is the 2nd day in a row I nailed Bitcoin. We took this trade yesterday. I gave him at 7 in the morning. We hit it. I gave this call. Join the Patreon. I gave the call, guys. If you're not in the Patreon, you're missing out. Stop missing out and join the Patreon. Look at, I gave a video call explaining exactly what was going to happen to Bitcoin this morning. I hit it again. Bitcoin USD video update. Looks good. 44K possible. 7:53 a.m. I'm giving you the call. Let me play the call just in case you need to hear what I would give to my Patrons. You can't even hear it because it's too low, but I'll visualize it. First, I gave them front. Then I gave them this Bitcoin trade. I gave them the trade at 7:44 this morning. I wake up out of bed. I dedicate my life to my Patrons, making sure you guys hit it, making sure you guys win. What other channel's doing this? And BitBoy won't give me no love. No one will give me any love. I'm working so hard for cryptocurrency, man. I'm changing lives every single day. I know it. And it's just like, man. And people tell me pattern trading doesn't work. People tell me a lot of nonsense, man. I hear a lot of nonsense out there. Bitcoin had a beautiful setup. No reason to think it was going down. Yeah. Sam, new Patreon. How do I book tutoring? The link right here at the bottom of my video. The link right here at the bottom of my video, tutoring, and just click on it, and it brings you to my actual schedule, and then you pick a day that you want. I got to look at Tower for Bobby Fan. I never got to Tower with the Bitcoin excitement. I'll get into Tower for Bobby Fan. So sorry, Bobby. Let me get into Tower for you. I see 37.7 on the retracement, probably by Sunday. This guy, Jay-Z, man. Oh my God. BTT on the stock market is connected to BTT, and it's going crazy also. BTBT. Yeah, it is. I'm also brushing my teeth this morning and placed a trade. True story. Will Rojo. Yeah, that's what you got to do, man. Best $99 you'll ever invest in yourself. Join the Patreon. Thank you so much, Crypto Greg. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you need tutoring right here, like my next tutoring is Wednesday, August 11th. Hit that. All right. 2 p.m., 2:30, 3 p.m., 4 p.m. It's getting booked up pretty fast. People want my time. My time is getting booked up fast. I'm telling you right now. Get in while you can. Eventually, I'm going to do group classes. Like, I'm going to take 4 or 5 people for a 2-hour period. That's going to be better for my time, and I'm going to be able to do more. I'm going to be able to tutor more people. The 1 hour is cool, but I can only get through three people a day is enough for me. That's 3 hours of tutoring, and then I have video editing and this. I'm talking for like 8 hours a day. I get absolutely exhausted. So, yeah, you can only imagine. Richard Hart is at 10K, guys. Welcome to the Patreon, fam. Shout out to all the people, man. Thank you for coming on in, man. Thank you very, very much. Join the Patreon. Help yourself out. It's an investment in yourself. Just like everyone says here, it's an investment in yourself. Okay? Louis Vuitton entering the space, this is a big deal. A huge deal. Okay? And yes, I sold my Bitcoin trade, and I'm not upset about it. I'm not like, oh, it could have been better, could have been. It was what it was, right? JP Morgan and Chase Co. is pitching a Bitcoin fund to wealthy clients, according to the CoinDesk. They called it rat poison just a year ago. Jamie Dimon, the president of Chase, was telling everyone that Bitcoin was a sketchy, money laundering rat poison. He even said it was the worst thing on earth. Now the same company right now is forming a fund for their wealthy clients. I was telling you guys that they were lying all this time and they were buying it behind your back. They were telling you it was garbage on purpose. This firm is offering customers of JP Morgan Private Bank a passively managed fund in partnership with NDIG, New York, right? CoinDesk, and citing 2 people familiar with the matter. It doesn't yet have any investments from clients, but the bank held a call with advisors recently. The people told CoinDesk New York DIG is a Bitcoin-focused institutional-grade platform for secure custody execution, asset management, and more. It is a subsidiary of Stoneridge, an alternative asset management. Stoneridge, these companies, if JP Morgan hired me 2 years ago, their clients would have been paid in the shade. It's literally the best investment next to Bitcoin. So we retrace all the way to 10K now? Yeah, exactly. You're working so hard, bro. Shout out to SS Construction. Shout out to all my people, man. Dude, I just love working hard. Like, there's nothing better than working your butt off and getting... NFT market comes roaring back as Ethereum rises. After a couple of quiet months for NFTs, the market has caught fire again with rising price floors and surging trading volume. Will it continue? The NFT market has seen a flurry of top dollar scales. And I said this in June when I had NFT perp, and I told you guys NFTs are going to come back strong late summer. We predicted this too. We're even good at macro trends. We do macro trends very well. That's actually the best thing we're at. The macro trends we nail very, very well. Yo, what's up with Bitcoin? Finally above 42K. People are thinking Bitcoin is expensive, saying who will buy at this level? And I'm just thinking Bitcoin is cheap right now. Sam, your energy gives me life, bro. That's the point, man. That's the point. NFTs are surging. Ethereum just activated a major change called the London Hard Fork. Here's why it's a big deal. If you don't know what the London Hard Fork is, let me explain it to you. As a big part of enthusiasm has to do with the fact that the software upgrade means a few big and necessary changes are coming to the code, underpinning the world's second biggest cryptocurrency. All right? It makes fees more predictable, even though Ethereum blockchain gets makeovers all the time. First, those keeping track, this marks a hard fork. Number 11, the London upgrade is a game changer. The hard fork itself consists of 5 Ethereum improvement proposals. They are called EIPs for short, and each puts forth a set of changes to the code. I'm still watching. Don't take my music off. Music stops, everything stops. All right. Now, what is it? Oh, it's buffering. Whatever. So this is the biggest upgrade that it's ever had, right? It's going to stop with the fees. It is stopping how much the miners get, but a bigger change fermented is a doubling of the block size. While in theory, this means that twice the number of transactions can happen in each block, the upgrade has actually been designed so that the protocol only wants the block to be half full. This is meant to help smooth out spikes in demand, help gas fees to stay stable. Gas fees are still going to go up, I'm being honest with you. I did the math, and I'll explain why in a bigger video. Zuckerberg's vow to make Facebook a metaverse company roils the DeFi company. At this point, we really shouldn't be surprised when Zuckerberg courts controversy. But on the 28th, he actually told investors on earnings call that Facebook would become a metaverse company in the future. May Zuckerberg was just tossing off the latest buzzword to goose Facebook stock, or maybe he truly believes that in the years to come, Facebook will transition from a social media company to a metaverse. What is metaverse? Metaverse is VR, space, like being able to go inside of another space, a metaverse. Meta means outside of this world, another world, inside the world, but, right? Let's kill Facebook. It's metaverse before it even begins, created Anthony Sassoni, the influential writer of the Daily Gwei newsletter. Still others piled on, vowing that DAO will battle Facebook in the recent seeking platform business of Web 2.0. Aave CEO Stani Kulachov said Facebook's walled garden was the antithesis of open source DeFi landscape. Instead of Facebook building the gated metaverse, let's build an open source metaverse that is owned and governed by its users. Yeah, Facebook, man, you have no place with us. All the people that are crypto, we left Facebook a long time ago. We don't hate. I don't want to use the word, but we're not into you, man. We're not into you, Facebook. We're just not. We never were. We never will be. Right? Shout out to everyone that jumps on into the 3 comments. I really, really appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. Ride the short down from 34K. I'm on my phone. Can you send a link for your calendar to book a session, please? That's like, it's a little like, the whole point is I don't, and making me work now for you, which I do work for you, but that's interesting. You're on the phone. You can go to my thing on my phone and you can click the link. No, I'll put it out. It only helps me. I pay people to do this. Now I'm just I don't copy and paste links. I'm just messing with you guys. Nothing is above me. You say copy link address. I've done that before and it doesn't work. I'm just gonna highlight it and copy it. Love the vibe, dude. Shout out to Robert Douglas, man. Appreciate you, man. Are you the famous Robert Douglas from Martha's Vineyard? I hope you are, man. You're my boy, dude. The Douglas family, man. I hope you're Robbie Douglas. That'd be really interesting. And thanks for the bear, Jay-Z is. And that's what the bear, Jay-Z is saying. Zillico is clearing the local high. Yep. And who is Jay-Z? Because that is my favorite time here, bro. I looked from my phone. I got you, man. I posted it for you, buddy. Thank you very much for asking. I am flattered that you want to spend an hour with me. Appreciate it. So that's the end of the day, man. We got through the stream. 12:19, guys. We hit it. We went over. We nailed trades. We had fun. We had a blast. Bitcoin dumped back from 43. What a beautiful time, though. This is great. And now Bitcoin can come back here and bounce. Now we take a look at BTC down. BTC down might be the trade on the 1 hour. Now you just short Bitcoin back down. Possible. What I do, though, that's not what I do. I'll show you. You guys know what I do right now. I go to the smaller time frame, 7 minute, 5 minute, and I try to build a flag. If Bitcoin flags from here, it wants more. That's how simple it is. If it flags out, it wants more. So let's track this 1 hour. And this is why the Patreon is key. You can watch me all you want, but then the show ends, right? And then you're back left kind of trying to figure these things out. I'm here for you every step of the way, all day long, almost 24/7. Yesterday, I took a 5-hour break from the room, like literally a 5-hour nap, and I was still in there. Satoshi's last statement was not to increase the block size. Satoshi did that for a reason. Also, you're making a statement on ETH, not doing that. Yeah, your stream is buffering every 3 seconds. It's all good, guys. I'm out of here for the day, guys. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. It's probably because I have way too many windows open. I'm out of here, guys, for the night. Several nuclear power plants are interested in partnering with miners for zero-emission crypto right now. It might be why there was a bounce. Don't forget Tower. Oh, my man. So, look, we watch Bitcoin in this flag. If it continues in this flag, I wouldn't short it. All right. If it breaks down out of this flag and does a bearish retest, then I will short it. So the 1 minute is going to tell us. That's all we can do. The market's moving so fast that, look, the 50-minute isn't giving us a flag yet. The 1 minute's all we have to go on right now. That's how I'm going to track Bitcoin for the next few minutes. So I'm going to keep this up. I duplicate this, and I'm going to track Bitcoin like this. Yeah, my feed is good as well. Thank you. See, yeah, crypto is life. Great for you to take a break. Crypto is life. Yeah, but you have to understand, I take a break, that's 5 less people that come into the group every day. Imagine if you knew you were building a pyramid and every day the pyramid got bigger, and the second you took a break, the pyramid stopped getting built. That's how I feel about this. I do eventually have to take that clean move. Look, I'm getting alert on SRM and I'm getting alert on CGG. Let's take a look at my alerts for you guys right now. It should just bring me to I should be able to double click this and it should take me to the alert. No? That's how I think it should work. Let's take a look at Chain Guardians. This was my idea later on today. So Chain Guardians hit the bottom and that was your buy. Boom, it boomed on up. So you Right there was the buy zone when we hit the buy zone. That an alert must have went off way earlier because, oh no, I think I put it on the 1 hour. Yep, still it bounced way too fast. The alert must have gone off somewhere around here. And that was your call to get in Chain Guardians at 50. It's only up $2 on 50, not a big deal. Ain't it fun to go over that 140 resistance? 45K, let's go. Crystal clear here, bro. You are great. God bless you. Keep up the good work. Shout out to G Spirit, man. PLA coin just touched $1 in a few minutes ago, man. Dude, it's feeling like a bull run today. I'll tell you right now, it's feeling like a serious bull run for sure. Let's take a look at SRM as well. Everything popped with this Bitcoin pop. Like everything. Like you name it. Like it was going to pop, you know? All you can do is keep tracking Bitcoin now and see where it goes. See, if it starts to dump here, then it's going to drop. Like right now, that's starting to show me that, see, that's how I understand. Now I might start entering the short. See, if it stayed, now it's making this falling wedge. We'll see this. It could pop out of this as well. But if it dumps and then goes sideways, dumps, goes sideways, we also see, look, very strong bearish divergence. You have swing up to swing up, which is very, very strong. But this swings down. And that's telling you that, you know, our run was over. We had a good run, dude. It was awesome. It was a good run, dude. I hope you sold 43K like I did, baby. Let's see, I sold the top. Let me show you that I sold the top. Did I sell the top? Let's find out. Did I sell the top? Did I sell the top? We will see. Now I'm up $5,000 in Aave doing its thing. I've been in Aave since December though, so these are long-term holds. And the trades keep coming in now. Like, you guys want to see my win rate. Everyone should, before you join a Patreon, you should ask for the guru's win rate. What is his win rate? You know? How well does he do trading, right? I mean, look at my last 10 trades. I've lost 2 of them. I've lost 2 of them. Look at my last 25 trades. That's a real test. Let's see how many I've won out of 25. I've lost 1, 2, wait, hold up. I lost 1, 2, 3, 4 trades out of 25. One was a big hit, 800. I thought I had a stop loss and I didn't. That was the only thing. It would have been a $200 loss. So I made one mistake there that I definitely had to eat that and trade my way out of it. But dude, I've won 21 of 25 trades. Like, you can't beat that. Like, that's insanity. That's insanity. And the market hasn't been that good to trade. It's not been the greatest market. It's been a market that takes some doing. 21 divided by 25. I don't think I've ever done that in my life. An 84% win rate. It's never happened. Like, I've never even seen a trader say that. Like, 727, since 727 to 8, that's basically in 9 days. I made 5 racks. I made over $6,000 in a week, man, trading. Like, you can't beat this, man. You can't beat this type of lifestyle. It doesn't get better than this. And you can put as much effort in as you have and get back what you put in. No other job can you just keep pushing and getting more out of it. And look at my Bitcoin trade. Let's take a look at the trade. I sold at 42,695. Not too bad. I got in at 40,009, sold at 42,695, made 325, 4% off 7K, right? It was just a quick trade. And then LTO. I sold LTO at 27.3. Let's take a look at where LTO is now. And look, there's Bitcoin kind of doing its thing. It may want to break out of that wedge, dude. It's looking like if that breaks out of that wedge, we're very bullish. Yeah, and there I sold LTO right on a wick as it wicked back down. And this thing still has room to go, but watch. Let's wait that 1 hour reset. And I'll get back into the trade tonight at 8 p.m., you know. Now, what's going to happen is Bitcoin's going to pump a little more sideways, whatever happens, that money's going to flow out. Bitcoin dominance is eventually going to give way, and altcoin's going to pump, I believe, this weekend, tomorrow into tonight. I'm going to start getting into altcoins. So, guys, thank you guys for being here. I'm out for the day. I appreciate it. What an amazing show. One of the best shows we've ever had, ever. Here, seriously, like the last 2 days, unbelievable. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Shout out to everyone that gave me a super chat. Shout out to everyone that gave me that love, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. I'll see you guys in the Patreon. Join the Patreon if you have not. I'm telling you right now, the proof is in the pudding. We show why every single day the Patreon is popping. And as this market begins to rip, you're going to realize why. please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. At the end of every live stream, I do a countdown, 1, 2, 3, and then we say together, crypto is life. So here I go. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. The stream on Saturday and Sunday nights, not Saturday mornings. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. This is the longest streak you go without me. Can you handle it? Crypto is life.